What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Crimson Lounge. Back at it again with some more Primordials bounty. Say hi, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Oh!
All right, good job. Round up next week.
Good night, folks.
Get back here. You motherfuckers, I swear to Christ.
Pull the trigger.
I can't.
With this sacred treasure, I hereby declare you dead.
Yes, we're back at it again. On's not here. If On shows up, he'll show up. If not, oh well, we'll continue on.
I'm currently performing the ritual.
And for the sake of it, due to the recording, due to when we recorded this, the election has already happened. Let us know. We're gonna let you know we do not care, nor are we gonna bring up any politics on this fucking channel because fuck that shit.
Then someone proceeds to talk about politics.
Someone proceeds to talk about politics. Smug looks at no dignity.
That is my response.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact, we will not be bringing politics in out of game in the actual real life politics into this game. Is that fair for everybody?
Yeah.
Fuck the government. We're one piece now.
You know what? I agree with that.
Become ungovernable.
Uncomfortable. Fuck the government.
If anime taught me one thing, it was fuck the government and live the way you want.
Yeah. Other than that, how's everybody else doing?
Tired.
I'm here.
That's pretty much it for me. I'm just tired.
I'm here. I went to the store and ordered me a bucket of chicken strips with potato wedges.
Ooh.
And I had a cheesecake for dessert and a glass bottle of root beer because I was sad. And now I'm here. I eat when I'm depressed.
Damn.
I'm just living the dream. Daydreaming about actively swan diving into a wood chipper.
Oh.
I mean, go good for you, I guess. I mean, as for me, I've just continued on making more soda drinks and running some IRL games.
What soda drink have you made this time?
I made a orange strawberry soda this time.
Mm.
Did you make a ranch soda?
God, no.
God.
God, no.
You had to bring that up.
Did you make a barbecue sauce soda?
No.
Just remember, ranch soda is a real thing.
I understand it's a real thing.
It is.
We all, those who have lived on the internet for over 20 years now knows of the existence of ranch soda. That and bacon soda, that and peanut butter and jelly soda, that and pickled soda.
Actually, pickle soda is pretty good.
Yeah, pickle soda actually wouldn't even be that bad. See, here's the other thing you forget. People on the internet would have known for 20 years. For 40 years, people who have lived in the Midwest and the South have already known this has been a thing.
Hear me out. For all of you who are fans of just drinking straight up pickle juice, please put in the comments. Pickle soda.
That's
great.
Bad for you, though.
Isn't it? I just can't. I've never tried it. I just imagine that, pickle soda is just basically carbonated pickle juice.
And pickle juice is literally.
How do you think pickle juice is bad for you?
It's fucking vinegar. That's all that it is. What the fuck are you? Not to drink in large doses.
Vinegar is good for you, and pickle juice has a lot of electrolytes. It is very good for you.
I can't believe we just had a tangent of debating the healthiness of pickle juice.
And what is that called? Where it like clears like your colon and whatnot? Because it does.
Okay, for starters, it has high sodium content. So for those who have high blood pressure or stomach ulcers or hell, fucking kidney, heart, or liver diseases, do not fucking drink.
True. Don't drink if you have high blood pressure issues or things that high sugar can fucking kill you. But also, just get better genes, forehead.
That or fucking if you want electrolytes, get a fucking Gatorade.
Nope, just have better genes, forehead.
I mean, I will say this much: I haven't had a pickle soda, but I've had a pickle lemonade.
What is the difference?
That actually is tasty.
What? How? I want to know the difference. I'll be honest. Like, is it just replacing the carbonated soda part with just actual lemonade, or is it there's some sort of
pretty much.
Okay.
Just imagine lemonade with a dill taste. It's actually pretty good. I can't lie. I actually got it from a restaurant chain.
The worst thing is I can't exactly actually hate that. That actually doesn't sound that bad. Look, the soda part, that sounds disgusting. But the lemonade part, that actually sounds okay.
Yeah, the lemonade. I'm not. Let this be clear. I am not a big fan of pickles. I will eat it if it's in a fuck. I'll eat it if it's in a fucking burger or something along those lines. But I am not gonna go out and seek out fucking pickles.
Like, you're not gonna pop them out the jar and just eat them.
No,
straight from the jar.
No, I not.
I still remember when I was in college, there was like the snack line thing in the relaxed room, and among them it's just a literal pickle in a bag.
Yeah.
The large ass pickle.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah, but anyways, moving on from the debate of pickles and its substances, let's go ahead and hop right in, shall we? For fuck's sake.
Come on, let's get in this pickle juice.
Let's get into this pickle juice, guys.
Alright.
Get deep into it.
Yeah, deep.
When last we left our crew, Zilyana the Succubus Witch, Starzin the Lalafell Artificer, Sips the Slimefolk Monk, and Brutus the Envie Ranger. After emerging from the depths of the underwater ruined temple, our crew barely had time to catch their breaths before coming under attack from a pirate ship. An intense ship-to-ship battle ensued, but thanks to their grit and teamwork, our crew claimed victory. But before looting their hard-won prize, Zilyana had a pointed discussion with the pirate captain, Mara Bloodstorm Sorn. Their exchange led to Zilyana making a decisive call. She ordered her crew to execute Mara's followers and take Mara captive, sending a clear message. Any pirate who dares to shoot at her people unprovoked will face deadly consequences. Naturally, this order left the crew uneasy, some following it reluctantly as they ponder what kind of leader Zilyana would be. Later, the team gathered to discuss Mara's fate and wrestled with the question about their identity as pirates. What kind of crew would they be, sailing to the Grand Sealy? After a long, needed talk, they found a shared purpose. This crew will be sailing as pirates, yes, but not the kind known for plundering and destruction. They will be pirates who seek freedom and uphold a code, doing good wherever possible as they continue their quest. With a newfound resolve, they set their course towards the Grand Sealy, ready to chart their own path. So, this brings up the interesting question. What do you guys do? I'll say it is currently the third day on your guys' voyage, and you're about to hit it. You're about to hit Everglow on that day. So, is there anything you guys would like to do on the ship?
You guys have any ideas first? I already have what I would pretty much assume.
was going to do one thing that way I could have it said and done. The other thing has to wait until we actually get to town because I actually have to buy shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna replace one of my infusions for the moment.
Okay, what are you replacing with your infusion?
So basically, I'm taking the enhanced weapon from my fist and swapping it to repeating weapon.
Repeating?
Or repeating shot, I should say. So that now I don't need ammo.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Is that it?
And for context, just so how it'll kind of look like there's an ammo belt that comes from the shoulder of the arm up into the closer to the wrist.
Adds an extended drum magazine to it.
I mean, I was debating it, but I like the idea of a connector that just goes from the shoulder to the upper arm, like kind of like the forearm, like closer to the wrist.
We are getting closer and closer to you becoming Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. We just need to get you a fucking. We just need to make you a lot more muscular. Give you some sunglasses. Give you probably a beard, a short beard and mustache combination. Would be beautiful.
Well, just remember, Lalafells can grow facial hair. Weird it looks, they can grow it.
I think the goatee and like the little handlebar mustache looks good on a Lalafell. Any other fucking mustache beard combination just does not. Can you fucking imagine your character having like a dwarf beard?
Yes.
Big and fucking bushy. Like, God.
Yes, and it would be fantastic.
It would be something. Although with that being said, you're not beating those dwarf allegations.
But just imagine either way, you go with the Blackbeard treatment, just have your beard be on fire with lit matches.
I could do that, actually. Oh man, I actually forgot that is something he actually fucking did.
Honestly, I would give advantage on intimidation checks.
Which that would be accurate to how he used it. He just used it to terrify the fuck out of people.
Yeah, I know. I play Black Flags. I know some bits about Blackbeard.
Well, it's just funny because that's not only something that was in the game, but it's something that was historically accurate.
Yeah, but anyways, so you're switching out your infusion, one of your infusions for repeating shot. It's basically like it's a fucking belt, ammunition belt around you.
Yeah, it basically grants me the same benefit of the whole +1 to attack and damage rolls, but with the addition of removing ammunition and loading properties, being able to produce ammo essentially. I am going to trade out the cloak of the manta ray, but I need to wait till we get to port to do that.
I mean, you can do that now. I'm giving you the free time to do it.
Well, because I'm gonna do it with Homunculus Servant, and I don't have a gemstone.
What the fuck do you mean? You have plenty of gemstones.
It has to be one worth 100 GP, not 50. And that's like all we fucking have.
Yeah, that's true. Although I find that hilarious because Sips was the only one that had like a necklace of gemstones that each one was worth 100 gold pieces, and she fucking sold them all.
I mean, hey, it was
I
money.
can't believe it.
Christ. Alright. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
unless
fair.
unless you want to rule it to where it's like it becomes finished as soon as we get into town. That way I can Just not spend that way. I can spend the long rest now, but it's not active until we get the gem.
Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely say you can construct the homunculus now, and that way when you get to town, you just need to pop the gem into this creature, and it'll be active.
All right.
Add the reactor core to it, like Tony Stark.
All right.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Okie dokie. Brutus, is there anything you would like to do before you guys land?
Similarly to how Starzin was pretty much going for, pretty much plan out my ideas of like the materials of what we're going to be used, like we discussed weeks ago. You remember those? I'm pretty sure we wrote both down.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about it. I sent him a list.
Mm-hmm. I would pretty much like to prioritize the staff and the armor personally, but that's mostly it. And other than that, for a more practical thing, I would like to get started on my sharpshooting training.
Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and look at your thing real fast to see what you need to roll in order to to get that thing trained up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so sharpshooter. Practicing sharpshooter with the far range, yada yada. Make an attack roll with your crossbow once per day. Must be in a town or the ship.
I guess I'll do the roll right now and we'll get over with.
Yes.
Okay.
He said it. That's what he said, boss.
11.
You're not used to shooting so far out. So when you start firing at a much longer range, you keep on missing your shots. I'm gonna say that is a failure.
Okay.
No shots for you.
Yeah, tried it.
Yeah.
I also would like to mention, I got Chew back, right?
Yes, Chew is back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Chew is back. You find so when you were getting Chew back, you see that you saw him playing with Sage, and essentially she was controlling she was basically playing with one of the dolls, while the other one is basically acting as a doll as well. Chew was basically acting like a doll.
Aw, that's adorable. Oh, ain't that adorable?
So horrible.
Sage will, as you basically knock on the door and you see this display, Sage will go ahead and wander up to you, hold up Chew for you to take him.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. He was nice. He was really nice to play with.
Well, if you ever want to play with, if you both ever want to play again, just let me know.
Okay. As you wander away, basically, she waves by at Chew, and Chew waves back.
Glad to see you had a lot of fun there, Chew. Puts him back on my hat.
So as for the materials, right?
Yep.
So
Wait, I would like to get those orders requested to be done now, and when we get to town, get them taken care of so they don't rot away, essentially.
Gotcha. All right,
That's pretty much what
fine.
I want.
That's fine.
And don't worry this time, Starzin. I am paying up front for these.
Good.
Excellent. Without them time to had it all on a document. I gotta figure out where that is real fast. Oh my god. Nope. Where the fuck did I put it? Is this it? No, that is not it.
So what have you guys been doing?
Oh, you know, same as every day.
Yeah. Oh, so nothing different.
Ah,
Just-
here you are, you son of a bitch.
First
No.
of all, rude.
So anyways, alright. So, the staff, that can be made. It will take about a couple of days to do it, considering its rarity. Metra will need the leg of the colossal spider, the web of the colossal spider, or, and, one vial of venom.
Got all that.
And more. Let's see here, because it is a rare item that that is being crafted. I think it takes 1 work week to make this. Let's see here. Downtime, crafting an item, page 128. Ah, here we go. It is a rare item. It will take... Fucking hell. Oh wait, no, we used the prices, and we used a different set of rules for how long it takes. I remember now. But essentially...
Remember.
So essentially she would need about 2,000 gold pieces. Yeah, she would need 2,000 gold pieces, and I believe it will take her 5 days at most, I think.
Okay. 5 days at most.
Jam DC, time it will take. It would have to be an attunement item because it is a staff. Yeah, it would take 1 work week. So, yeah, because 80 divided by 8, that's 10. That's 10 days of work.
Damn, this staff is actually going to dry me out very quickly.
It's a powerful. It is going to be a powerful staff. It just depends on who's going to use it. Is the problem?
Yeah, that is true.
Which, if An was here, I would say that she would probably get some benefit out of it. But essentially, the staff can only be used by spellcasters. So it would be either you, On, or Starzin, or any of the NPCs that are spellcasters. So you gonna front the money?
I'm doing the calculations if I can even upfront the money. Because I at least have a decent amount left over in the safe, but it just might eat up all of it. 'Cause I didn't expect it to be that much.
I'll tell you what, because Metra has been getting paid by you guys, I would say that she will front half of it for its creation. So all you have to do is just pay 1,000.
You know how I feel.
God. Alright, I could do
Eh.
1,000. 1,000 easily.
Alright. She will get this done in 10 days. I'll go ahead and mark that on the calendar.
Probably gonna have to hold off on the armor if I want my plan to go through. So all the other stuff is probably just gonna be treated so it just is lasting much longer, and then deal with what my other
Well,
plan
that's
was
the
about the
thing.
pan.
That's the thing. So, the armor can be 2 things. It could be magically enchanted by Metra, again, or you can have Starzin tinker with it. It would probably not have any of the magical properties that we've talked about off screen, but, you know, it's armor.
Hmm. How much would the armor be if it was magically treated?
Magically treated would be the exact same amount because it is also a rare item. You would
Alright.
take all the chitin from the colossal spider, 1 more piece of web, and 1 more vial of venom.
1 more web, 1 more venom. Okay. Do my quick cals real quick. Make sure I have all of it. Take that down. Yeah, I don't think I will have enough to get the armor made. Damn.
Well,
With
looks
1,000.
looks like you're gonna have to do some work. Although with that being said, you still get money for the turn-in for Captain Mara, so you still will get paid for that.
That's true.
And we have yet to currently do it, so that could play into how much we get. That you have to dedicate towards the this armor you so desperately desire.
He wants to become a spider croc. What else?
Spider croc, kind of cringe, bro.
So yeah, so there's that. It's up to Starzin on making the other items that I've sent him the list of to make. Anything else, Brutus?
Yeah, I think that will be it.
Alrighty. Sips, is there anything you want to do for today?
Anything I want to do for today? We are in Everglow City.
Well, about to be. This is the day before you guys hit.
Oh, the day before? So for today, can I spend time in the medical bay?
You sure can.
Thank you.
Alright. It won't heal you right away. This will take consecutive
It'll be
days.
right away, but I do need to start spending time in the medical bay.
I mean, he's getting time in.
That's true. Alright.
Just let him have it.
Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Medicine.
And because you're into the medical bay, that'll be +2.
How about 17?
Roll with advantage because you do have a doctor, which would be essentially Akane. So with advantage.
And how about 17?
All right. I'll say that is definitely 2 days of. That is definitely 2 points of recovery, which I think you need to beat 10 in order to fully recover. Alright, so just come by the nurse's office every day for the next 4 days, roll a check, and you'll be fully healed after 5 days.
Okay.
The nurse's office, like you're talking to an elementary student.
That...
It was just funny to me. It was just funny to me.
Here's your lollipops, sir.
Anyways, so yes, you go ahead and you stop by the nurse's station. You get checked out. Akane starts the healing process. You're feeling somewhat better, but the organisms that's within inside of you that makes you move still are skipping less. So yeah, a couple more days of recovery and you will be fine. But with that being said, as the day ends and tomorrow comes, you guys arrive to Everglow.
Wow.
Everglow is a sprawling port city built primarily upon sturdy stone and wood, designed to withstand the harsh winter climate of the island's western coast. Snow frequently blankets the streets and rooftops, with a chill wind blowing in from the sea. The buildings, with their peaked roofs and thick insulated walls, are built close together to preserve warmth. Smoke rises from countless chimneys, filling the air with the comfortable scent of burning wood and hearth fire. Its ports itself are bustling with activities, as large ice-breaking ships dock and unload goods from distant lands. The docks are constructed from heavy timbers, fortified with stone piers that jut out from the frosty waters. Lanterns line the streets and docks with warm, glowing reflections off of the snow, adding a soft orange hue to the icy landscape.
Okay.
Yeah, you see numerous people bustling around, from the various frost Goliaths to some of the Frostgolive. You see a couple of dwarven individuals dressed up in heavy coats. Hell, you actually see a couple of Lalafells basically wandering around, packing up fish for their carts that was brought in from one of the ice-breaking ships. You see several different kinds of fey creatures flying about and stuff like that. From the smallest to the fairies to the largest, which are the high elves. And occasionally you see some wood elves as well. But yes, you guys have arrived to Everglow. What would you like to do?
Well, Brutus yells down in the ship, "Ships!"
I would come up, and yeah, I would come up, already ready to go and explore Everglow City.
You see Brutus with a big smile, but also on him is a bunch of pelts and everything else. Gotta make a stop first before we go very much exploring. But do we want to be there when the whole bounty thing happens? Or should we just go off on ahead?
I think we can go off ahead, as I'm sure they can take care of the bounty themselves, and I'm sure they're not going to take our portion of the money.
Alright. I think we went ahead to do a little exploring. Besides, I got cool gift ideas for the whole crew.
Oh, you got a gift idea for the whole crew?
Oh, at least most of them. I'm trying. I'm hoping I got enough pelt for it. Come on.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, you head off. So, something of much needed note. As you guys were traveling those 3 days to get to Everglow, it got colder and colder and colder.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where, some bits of snow were caught onto the ship. But funny enough, when you guys head down below into the dining room area of the ship, it is actually pretty fucking warm. And it takes a minute, but essentially, after looking around and seeing how it's well contained, both Metra and Starzin would have found some fire crystals embedded into some parts of the... basically embedded into some parts of the wood that would give off an enchantment where the room would be climatized to fit with whatever current air, with whatever location you are in. And that basically goes for the everywhere else on the ship that's within walls, not so much the outer deck where the elements can hit that. So
basically,
nice.
it's climate controlled.
Yeah, essentially you have your own thermostat for the ship.
Alright.
Alright.
That's actually cool to know.
Yeah. So Brutus, I take it you're heading off to, I'm assuming, a tailor?
Yep. I'm heading off to the tailor.
I have a thing for this. So you would arrive at the Winterweave Tailor, run by a man by the name of Kendrick.
Kendrick. Me writing down notes. What's the tailor shop called again?
Winterweave Tailors. So while you're at the tailor, Starzin and you would be asked to follow Zilyana along with Gale and Shock Reyes to escort the prisoner to essentially a guard outpost that's near the docks to get the exchange out of the way.
Yep. I would be following along on that.
All right. Not only that, I would assume, because when it comes to winter clothing, you guys didn't really have any in stock. So imagine, if you will, Zilyana is basically burritoed in a blanket.
The only way to deal with winter.
Burrito with a blanket with a mug of hot
Burrito.
chocolate.
That is the only way to deal with winter.
Skippy clothes ain't so nice in this weather now, are they?
She just glares at you as you guys continue to walk forward. Eventually, you guys make it to a guard outpost containing several Ocean Knights and Gale Archers who are definitely, who are definitely more well suited for the winter weather. Especially the Gale Archers, as they wear light armor packed in with fur on the inside to keep them warm from the elements. And when you arrive, you basically talk to the essentially the captain of this squadron.
Okay.
What brings you to this outpost?
While we were at sea, we came across a band of pirates, and we know that that their captain here has a bit of a bounty, so we came to turn her in.
Let me see here, as he pulls out a file and essentially just goes through it, and you see that this file has several wanted posters on the inside of it, just flipping through it. Would you like to roll a perception check?
I would gladly roll a perception check. That is double 17s.
Okay, double 17s. I will go ahead and look at some stuff. It's fast, but you managed to catch a couple of things. Obviously, this is a folder containing different pirate wanted posters, and some of them don't really stand out as much. It would appear that the list goes from 1 star to maybe up to 6 or 7 star bounties. And as he flips through, you actually catch your eye on one bounty in particular that definitely stands out to you. As for a moment there, you see Bishop the Anarchist.
Well,
What do you mean? Well, you broke him out of prison.
I mean, I'm not really surprised by that. I just find it funny.
no, I'm not surprised about that either.
Christ. But yeah, you see Bishops as he quickly flips over that. It would appear that Bishop is actually a 5-star bounty.
Damn. Boy's got a reputation, eh?
I mean, yeah.
You would think.
So, yeah, 5-star bounties are basically considered high-level threats, leading leaders of, like, major criminal activities or dangerously repeating offenses, essentially. So he's not, it's 5 and 6 stars are like the, oh boy, stay clear. 4 to 3 are like, okay, don't want to mess with them. Everything below is like, we could take them. Cracks knuckles.
So anything below 3 is basically just the whole, alright, I guess we're kicking the children.
Hell, there are even 0-star bounties.
Well, at that point, that's just taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, 0 stars are basically essentially like, basically minor offenses, like, they kicked an officer once in the shin and ran away.
Oh no, the horror.
They punched a baby in the face. Basically minor offenses. Those are what 0 stars are. But yeah. And
Like, basically misdemeanors.
yeah. On top of that, you see his reward is 8,000 gold pieces.
Damn, he's got quite the bounty on him.
I mean, he is an anarchist.
Yeah, fair enough.
Makes sense.
And as soon as and after a little bit of flipping, he finally stops and sees, Mara Bloodstorm Sword. We have been looking for you for quite a while. As he basically whistles over to a couple of Ocean Knights as they brandish their tridents as they hop over to Mara and seize her, essentially. You have done the Empire a fine service by turning her in. As for that, a reward is definitely justified. As he basically he tells you to wait for a moment as he wanders into the barracks, and after 5 minutes later, he will bring out a bag full of gold, in total 500 gold pieces.
In total, 500?
Yeah, in total 500 gold pieces.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, it would be showing up on here post-edit, but I would like to actually show you guys the actual wanted poster of Mara.
Ooh.
But yes, congratulations. You have collected a bounty.
Wait, you said 500. Why does it say 5,000?
It was a slip up on my end. It was 5,000 gold pieces.
Okay, I was about to say, was that a fuck up on your end? Or?
Yes, that was a fuck up. She was a 4-star bounty. That it would be around. It could be between. Yeah, it could be either between 3,000 or 6,000 when it comes to how much the bounty is worth.
All right, cool. I will make a note of that.
All right.
And I will get that divvied up as necessary in a bit.
So this brings up the interesting question: how are you divvying that up?
That is a good question. I don't know how we're gonna divvy that up. Because I don't know how. Because On's usually the one that wants to decide how that's divvied. Usually is the one that dictates how it's divvied up.
I think she just splits the entire pot among the crew, essentially.
I mean,
at least that's what I think.
I mean, that's what he's done in the past. So we can do that. I just need an accurate count of who among the crew.
13. Oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus you 4. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So 5,000 divided by 16. That means everybody's going to get 312 gold pieces.
Honestly, that's not bad.
112 gold pieces?
312.
312.
Nice.
I would say go ahead and put that in your sheets now.
Mm.
Okay. I've got it. My sheet. Everybody else good?
Yep.
Put it down.
All right. And as we get the gold, I'll just respond to them. Pleasure doing business with you.
Also, for those who actually kept track of things, you would know that is a lot less crew members. The only reason why I didn't add in a couple of them is because, one, Sage is a child, and two, Jim is leaving.
Yeah, Jem's leaving, and Sage gets an allowance.
You basically, you see the exchange. There's a moment where Mara looks back at you guys as she spits on the ground, as she gives a grimace, as she is skirted off into another part of the fortress, and never to be seen again.
And that is when I let the Blitzwing in me take over and say, why don't you cry me a river, build a bridge, and while you're at it, jump off of it. Why don't you go build a bridge and jump off of it?
All right. Yeah, as you guys are done with that, well, that's all taken care of. Now, if you excuse me, Starzin, I'm gonna go ahead and stay in the captain's quarters for a bit.
Go warm your precious skin up.
She shuffles her way back to the ship.
Shuffle.
All right.
Skimpy armor never works out, does it? Never seems to work out.
I mean, it works fine if you're in more tropical areas.
Or you enchant it to be climate controlled.
That's true.
But she did not.
No, she didn't. Alright, so back to Brutus and Sips. You are at the Winter Weave.
Mm-hmm.
You are talking to the owner, Cindric.
I thought his name was Kendrick.
Kendrick, whatever. Cindric, Kendrick.
Can't remember the name of his own characters.
That or I'm just bad at English.
I mean, that too.
So yes, you are talking to Kendrick.
Yep.
Welcome to the Winter Weave. How may I help you today?
Brutus just walks up to the front desk, big smile, and just lifts up all the pelts that he has, just kind of like, not drops them, but puts them on the front desk. I got ideas.
Clearly, what dear lord, this is a lot of fine pelts you have gathered. Some of these I've never seen. Are you not from this island? Oh, clearly not. You're an Envie. There's not a whole lot of your persuasion up here due to the cold weather. It's gonna be fun to mess around with new. As he does a dramatic pose. Fun to mess with these new exotic pelts.
God, I love this.
Imagine every time he pauses, he does a JoJo pose. That's the best way I can explain it.
He leans backwards and has his is off balance, but yet he stays on his feet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have ideas. How may I help you with realizing these ideas into reality?
That pauses another pose change.
Yes.
Well, for starters, I got a lot of friends that's going to need a lot of these Norse pelts for winter garb. Like myself included, my friend over here. Points to Sips.
I raise my hand and wave, shyly, as I stick my head out from behind Brutus.
Now this brings up a very interesting question, Brutus. Are you trying to make winter clothes for everybody?
As many as they can or need, yes.
This goes against everything I'm trying to work for.
What do you say? It goes for everything you're trying to do.
God damn it.
Look, this is just meant to be a quick thing. It's not meant to be taking a long ass time. If anything, these pelts are meant to be used to just, get everyone's winter attire out of the way.
Well, the thing is, Joe wanted everyone to take care of their own gear, but now you're doing it.
Yes.
Soiled it.
Hey, you know what would have been a bright idea? If you fucking told me this a week ago!
I did!
You said you wanted to make a special gift, so you did not tell me you were gonna make fucking winter clothes!
Oh, I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
You didn't!
Dude.
At most you would tell me, oh, I'm gonna make some winter clothes for Chew! That's it!
I remember saying along with it, I'm gonna make winter clothes for as many as I can, along with Chew and I. I'm pretty sure I remember saying that. At least I thought I did.
You didn't.
Well, you want me to scrap this whole thing? Fine.
I mean, you can if you want to. God.
I collected all these damn pelts. I was trying to find a use for them, okay? I'm sorry I didn't exactly tell you. I thought I did. Apparently not.
I mean, you can try and make maybe winter clothes for some of the NPCs, but the main players, I think their clothes have already been taken care of, essentially, with how they want their clothes to be designed.
Soiled it.
All right, fine, okay. Trying to make sure
be
Brutus is
myself.
the team. Okay, we'll do that.
Alright. God damn it. Alright, so you go out and you lay down these pelts and you talk to Kendrick about customizing some of them for some of the crew members.
Okay. Along with me and Chew, I think the main ones I really want to focus on are Harley, Jade, probably Metra, Sage, because Sage is adorable. Who else would probably need one? Probably
Me?
Oh, you want the winter clothes I'm making? You?
I would like to know what the closing is.
Okay, Sips is getting one.
Well, to be fair, Clyde has not sent me anything indicating his winter clothes, so
I
sure.
said one thing. I said throw on some leather clothes with fur on the inside. That's it.
I mean, at least he kept it short, sweet, and to the point.
Yep.
Alright, well, there you go. There you go, boss. You get one of the crew members. You get one of the PCs.
You know what? I'll call that as a win.
That's a win.
Alright.
Take
Probably the
the
last
dub.
two. The last two I probably am going to go for, if I can squeeze them in, is Akane and Varkas.
Baracus.
My fucking dyslexia brain.
Deluxia!
That wasn't my dyslexia. That was my slip of my tongue because I haven't drank that drink yet.
Alright,
Hey,
introduce.
dyslexia. How do you spell ship?
Pre-order now for your pre-order your dyslexia now for the dyslexia edition.
Boss is currently looking for someone to sell his dyslexia to. You could own your very own dyslexia for the low price of $19.99. Call us now today.
Alright. So this brings up the question: what are all the pelts that you have that you're giving to this man?
That was fucking great.
Let me see. How many pelts do I have?
That would be a very good question to ask.
Okay. I have 2 massive weasel pelts, an elk pelt, the Garm Wolf pelt, 2 units of the. Oh no, wait, these are 2. Oh no, yeah, these are 2 units of the Garm Wolf pelts. Also 4 pieces of the Megatarian hide. I don't know why they're ordered like this. I'm pretty sure I went off by word. They're probably 4 units. And that's about it. About what I have on hand.
Okay, so the massive weasel pelts. Alright, so can you list off the names of the people that you're planning on giving clothes to?
Okay. My plan is this: me, Sips, Chew, Metra, Jade, Akane, and Varacus. Trying to make sure I say the name right.
Yeah,
And
Baracus.
Did I already say
Yeah,
Sage?
you actually got it pretty good.
Huh.
Baracus.
Did I already say Sage?
You did now.
Okay. That's it. Oh no, wait, and one. Damn it, I keep forgetting about this. And
Akane.
Harley. I already said
Harley.
Akane. I mostly chose Akane and Veracruz because they don't appear to have, any clothes that they could wear that'd be good Winterland style. So I thought giving them something would be good.
Turns head over to Gale.
Anyways.
Oh, I see how it is. All right.
Look, I only have limited amount of pelts, man.
Yeah, I know. You're fine. Okay, so
Hey, look, I'm
Which-
giving Sage something.
we'll make this easy.
I'll be right
Which pelt do you want for your clothes?
I was hoping for the Garmwolf, I'll be honest.
All right.
Actually, I had thought of that I would take the Garmwolf pelt, and any leftover material could be used for Chew.
Yeah, that could be done. That all could be one unit.
Mm-hmm.
Sips, what pelt do you want to use?
What pelt do I want?
Yeah. So there's the Garmwolf, the Giant Weasel, the Elk, and the Megatarian. Basically, giant panthers.
What if I said Garnwolf?
I mean, that's fine. All right. So you get 3. We'll get the Garmwolf. So that would leave the Megatarian, the Giant Weasel, and the Elk. Which 2 of the Weasel pelts can go to one of the small characters. So I'm guessing Sage and who else?
Sage and Metra.
Okay. The Elk pelt can be used for either... the Elk and the Megatarians can be used for a small or large creature. Or medium size.
Okay.
So who gets the Elk pelt?
How much can the Garmwolf pelt cover?
It's going to be used for one person.
All
One
of
unit
them?
per... One unit per person, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you already got yourself and Sips covered.
Okay.
Now, who the fuck gets the Elk pelt?
Baracus.
Okie dokily. That means the 4 Megatarian pelts, well, the 3 Megatarian pelts, will go to Jade, Akane, and Harley. Leaving 1 Megatarian pelt left, which can be sold for the right oil.
Alright. How about this? Along with paying for all these, you can have that Megatarian pelt.
Alright. Well, let me see how much the Megatarian pelt would cost to see if this would divide from the total cost from it.
Alright.
Yes, creature parts. The value of each harvest unit goes from 1% to 50% of the experience of the creature. The harvest part of the common creature has a value of 1% of the creature's experience, while the rare creature would get close to 50%. You gotta. So essentially, it would basically be 1% of the creature's XP. Alright. So he is willing to buy the Megatarian pelt for 4 gold.
For 4 gold?
Yes.
Okay.
As for how much these outfits would cost, that is another thing entirely. Let me go ahead and go to Shops and Tailor Shops. You're making essentially like custom clothing. It's probably going to be traveler's clothing, but it'll be more, it'll be traveler's clothing. Going off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That would be 18 gold pieces for all those costumes. Well, sorry, 17 gold. Well, you know what? He'll make shoes for free because it will be small and simple.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 gold pieces for everybody's winter outfit. For all the people you've listed off for the winter outfit. Now, if you were to sell this pelt to him, he could knock off 4 gold off of it.
I think that's fair trade. So
All
that'll be 16 minus 4, which would be 12, which fair enough, yeah.
Alright. There you go. He will get this done in roughly 5 days. It will come out in individual things. So, for the first 2 days, for the first day, which is, tomorrow, Sip's, Chew's, and yours will be done, and then the next day it will be... Actually, by that standard, it would be, so you guys, and then Metra and Jade will be the second day, Connie and Varakas will be the third day, and Sage and Harley would be the fourth day. Or one of those combinations.
Okay. No. We'll go exploring?
Sure. I actually kind of want to look around and see some of the sights in the city.
Same here.
Alright, so you go ahead and you start exploring around the city. Well, like I explained before, the buildings are tightly packed against each other to preserve warmth. Lantern lights light up the roads, along with a blanket of freshly laid snow that has been pushed down by the feet of people walking from one place to another, packed into the cobblestone road. Occasionally you see trees that are scattered about in the landscape of it, fresh pine trees, and as you look closely at some of the wood, even though it is dim, you do see that the bark itself is glowing a bit.
Pretty.
But that doesn't beat the marvel that you would find as you head to essentially the town square, which essentially you find a giant pine tree decorated in essentially something akin to what a Christmas tree would be, but massive, containing various different lights and ornaments and other decorations that is spattered about.
Well, ain't that fancy?
Very.
Look at cool, though.
I would like to find a souvenir.
While all this is going on and we're doing the sightseeing, Brutus does keep his ears out to hear any rumors or anything interesting going on. Maybe even hear some tales and stories of this big tree.
Alright, go ahead and roll me 2 perception checks.
Got it.
Is that for me too?
Yes,
18.
for you finding some stuff.
That's a natural 2 for 8.
Natural 13 for 18 on my
Minus
end.
1.
Roll
So-
another one. 21.
Wait, why did you roll another one?
Oh, I thought you said 2 for each of us.
It's 1
Sorry.
for each of us.
1 for each.
Sorry, my bad.
Let me go ahead and start off with the rumor mill. Based off of that 18, I'll definitely say you pick up on some rumors as you travel about, which, again, it is really fucking cold. Matter of fact, because of you, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 23.
You're willing to deal with the pain as you travel
Must
through.
Stick with friend for. Must stick with tips for social experience.
Alright, so for the rumor mill, you pick up a couple things. One of them essentially being, apparently, they say that a notorious pirate captain hid their treasure on the east side of Everglow, near Everpeak, before he was captured. I think the treasure might still be there buried. Probably. I heard it was near some rocky outcrop near the river, something along those lines, but I didn't gather much before somebody who used to work for him quickly disappeared.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see on specifically where it would be on the map, if I may ask?
Yes, sir. If I can. There. So yeah, right next to, yeah, essentially, based off of that, and you look at your map of Everglow that you picked up from the docks, you could see that the Everpeak is on the other side of the location, basically on the other side of this part of the island, on the other side of the forest. And the location that that this person might be indicating might be between two of the bridges that connect to the second part of Everglow.
Okay.
But that's not all the rumors you get from this. The second bit of rumor is that, there has been. Actually, hang on. What's a good rumor to give you?
How long do I have to hang on Clyde for?
I don't
Shoulders
know.
get sweaty.
I don't know. Here it is. You hear some talking about as they walk by the tree, and you hear like a couple saying like, it's said that some of the devout followers of Fiane once received a blessing near Everglow Lake. Those who visit the lake leaves a token offering to the goddess, and might gain her favor.
Ooh, that one sounds fun.
Do I know about this goddess?
Roll me a religion check.
Religion. Brutus is very devout religion. 9.
At most, you would know her as the goddess of magic and nature. That's about it.
I know 2 people who are magical in nature. That's something to think about now. Well, all along this trip, I do relay these rumors to Sips as we wander around.
There is one last rumor that you hear, which is near a couple people right outside of a bar as they're talking amongst themselves. Heard some hunters in the forest report hearing distant mournful howls last night, echoing from within the forest. Some say it might be direwolves, but I don't know. It sounded a little bit unnatural.
Ooh. Chips, did you hear that?
I would nod. A slight smile on my face.
Brutus crocodile grin.
And that's all the rumors you get.
Nice.
However, if you want to learn more about the tree... So, essentially, long ago, apparently this was a blessing from Fiane. She left a single sapling in the center of this town when it was first constructed and when she first arrived. And basically, locals took to this as a symbol of her protection and promise of renewal over the centuries that it remained. and as they decorate the tree, it's basically to help with the glow that this tree provides to make it more pretty, as it were.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, locals believe adorning the tree essentially each winter brings good fortune and protection for the years ahead. The decorations basically symbolize the warmth and connection of the community as families gather to place their own unique ornaments, each one presenting their hopes and gratitude.
Oh, ain't that nice?
Very nice. What a sweet tradition.
What do they use as to give a glow, if I may ask? Like small spheres with a candle in it? Is it magical glowing orbs? Is it just an assortment of all sorts of things?
Some of them are magically enchanted with the fairy fire enchantment.
Mm-hmm.
The only purpose is to help the glow from the actual tree itself, to give it more of a boost per se. Some of the ornaments are basically made of metal, but to a mirror shine. Others are decorated with Fae-like design on some of the ornaments, due to the fact that she was the creator of the Fae. Fiane is.
I know what I want for my souvenir.
You want an ornament?
I want an ornament.
Alrighty, you could definitely do that. There's a location near the market stall that near the tree that's selling ornaments for either to put on the tree or actually no, the tree is off limits because it is currently not winter. But they are selling ornaments to basically those who first travel here as basically little tourist things.
It's a tourist trap.
It's not really a trap.
I'm making a joke.
Yeah.
It's a souvenir shop.
Yeah, essentially it's a souvenir shop.
That's what you're going for. You're going for a souvenir.
Yes. So yes, you go up to the stall?
Yes.
Alright. You basically see this Lalafell woman looking up at you. It's like, oh, hi!
Creepah, I found your people!
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, Lalafells were in some of the other islands as well. Oh, hi! You must be new around here. Welcome! Would you like an ornament?
Yes, I would love one of your wonderful and beautiful ornaments. I kind of want to remember our time spent here.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. We have some mirror shine ornaments. We have some that are painted over with a glossy finish. We have some that are enchanted with some magic from the various spells that produce light, such as, well, the light spell or fairy fire, if you wish. Some of them actually has continuous flame inside of them to continue the look of basically a fire glowing inside the bowl.
Do you maybe have some of them that have the fairy fire in?
Oh, of course, of course. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and give you this. She hands you an orb that is... You know what? I'm gonna let you describe how this looks.
Okay. So you see this kind of like bluish green, but like more blue. But like it has that slight hint of green, like it's a metallic blue.
Mm-hmm.
Ornament with what looks to be white and silver dust sprinkled on it, in the shape that looks like a snowflake. And it is enchanted with fairy fire. That way, it kind of has this aura, kind of like the Northern Lights going all around it.
Yeah. On top of that, the fairy fire is basically if you set your LED lights to rainbow.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got an ornament. She is willing to give that to you for, well, say, one silver piece.
I forgot how to spell souvenir.
Don't we all, buddy? Don't we all?
Found it. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Haha. Yes, I'll give her a silver piece.
All right. Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got yourself a souvenir.
What's the city called?
Yep, the city of Everglow.
Everglow ornament souvenir.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna give it like a note saying,
Do not touch. Sips.
So while you're writing that down, Starzin, what are you up to?
I am going to go ahead and get this out of the way since I said I was going to do it. I will be out trying to get a gem piece worth 100 GP, so I'm going to go ahead and deduct that from my cost.
Yeah, it's also a good thing that your armor has basically thermal gel insulated within it.
Yeah, yeah, I did do that.
So as you're traveling about wearing whatever fucking clothes you want, everybody's just looking at you. It's like, is he not catching a cold? He looks like he's wearing. It looks like he's wearing less clothes than he should right now.
The magic of being an artificer.
Yeah, but eventually you find yourself in a jewelry shop called Gleaming Gems. Inside you meet the owner, Thalia Frostwind, a female human.
Okay.
And as you walk in, he's like, "Oh, welcome. How may I help you today?"
I'm looking for a gemstone, a particularly valuable gemstone.
Well, I think we might be able to accommodate that. I guess it depends on what kind of gemstone you're looking for. As she pulls out a couple of display containing various amounts of gemstones, each one differently cut to indicate the value of each one.
So most of these are like going to be obviously within the 100 GP range, right?
Yes. Essentially, you see some that are amber. You see amethyst, coral. Yeah. Coral. That is a gemstone. I think.
That gemstone is so coral.
Is that a gemstone? Hold on, I gotta look this up.
I think it is. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh, okay. It's basically a red. It's basically a very red, shiny gemstone. Well, red orange-ish color.
Right.
Definitely more orange than red. So yes, there's some corals, there's some garnets, jades, jet, pearl, spinel, tourmaline.
Tourmaline. Oh, that's one of those. So that's what it is. Tourmaline. Interesting. I think I will use a... You know what? I'll go for a... What color is the tourmaline?
There are various colors of tourmaline to choose from. Let me go ahead and look at some of them real fast. So there is one that looks that is called a cat's eye, which is basically like a yellow-ish color. There's one that is... There are a couple that are blue, but one's darker, one's a more lighter blue than the other one. There's a watermelon tourmaline.
Yeah, I actually saw that as picture. It's like, is that a real color for tourmaline?
Yeah, essentially it's pink on one side, there's a little bit of white in the middle, and then the rest is the dark green. There's a purplish tourmaline. So yeah, there's a variety of tourmalines you can choose from.
All right, I'm gonna go for a watermelon tourmaline.
A watermelon.
Watermelon.
All right. You go ahead and you pick out the watermelon tourmaline. Funny enough, this is actually not the most popular among the set.
Oh, what's the more popular?
Some people tend to go for the Paraba tourmaline or the Sybarite tourmaline, as she points to the light blue and the purple ones.
I see. Well, this is the one this is the one I'm thinking I'm gonna use.
Well, alrighty then. In that case then, that'll be 100 gold pieces.
I hand her the cash.
You hand her the cash as she hands you the gemstone and a... Well, actually, she asks for... would you like this wrapped, by chance?
No, thank you.
Alright, she will go ahead and put it in a box and hand it over to you.
I mean, if it was a gift, sure, but kind of using it as a tool.
Well, you are giving something life to it.
Yeah, but it still doesn't exactly warrant gift wrap.
Would you like a bow on top?
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, well, there you go. You have a gemstone.
Alright. After getting that, I'll go ahead and head back to the ship and get it installed.
Alright, you go ahead and you install the gemstone into your homunculus, and I'll let you describe this particular creation, since this is yours.
So, funny enough, I actually did spend a lot of time figuring out what this was gonna be. But, anyways, the basic design concept is it's gonna have a bit of a more rounded torso with some stubby legs. Now, on its back, its back is gonna be a little protruded, I guess is the best way to put it, because basically it's got, you know how beetles kind of have like the protective cover that protects their wings?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna have a little bit of a bump back there because of the protective cover. But its front side is just gonna be the standard, construct stuff. It'll have some longer arms that actually stretch down to its stubby legs. It will have three-digited hands that actually are great at picking up things, but also can reshape themselves to be claws. The head is going to be cylindrical with 2 eyes and an underbite. With so you know how like some constructs will have like that jaw underbite kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna have that, and it's gonna have like the jagged teeth version. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Does this thing have the capabilities of speech?
Well, officially in the construct's stat sheet, it says that it understands the languages you speak. Let me see. Okay, if my thing could not. Okay, you learn the item into blah. Homunculus is friendly to you and your companions. It obeys your commands. See this. Creatures gain statistics in the stat block, which uses your proficiency bonus in several places. It doesn't actually say if it speaks or not. It just says that under languages, it understands all languages I speak.
Okay, so it does not speak. Good to know.
Now we could put a voice box in it, however.
Alright, I'll go ahead and send you... I'll go ahead and put in the... give you control over this creature. The image that you see on it right now obviously won't be the actual thing. It will be a placeholder until I get it drawn up.
Yep, that's fine.
And I'll go ahead and move it over to you, and there you go. You have a homunculus. What would you like to name it?
Good question. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on that. Because I've spent so long trying to find the right design that I actually struggled to think of a name.
I'll be honest, the description you gave to him just made me think Artie.
Artie?
Artie. Is it bad that I actually like Artie?
Yes, it is awful.
How dare. I mean, it's your creation. You can name whatever you want it to name it.
Just imagine the first time you give it a voice box, it just says, Papa.
It probably would, honestly.
Or depending on how well you treat it, it just might goes, motherfucker, finally!
You motherfucker!
Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to grab something.
Oh, this is a perfect opportunity for me to think of a name.
Yep.
You know what? There's a really good fix to this.
Name generator?
Name generator.
Of course.
Droid name generator.
Base.
What is my purpose?
Pass butter.
Pass butter.
Oh
my
God. Is this all I was created for?
Pretty much.
My
Yes.
God.
I went up to go grab a metal can. Anyways, moving onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you go ahead and you activate your creature as he whirls and springs to life as he looks up at you. What's up, bitch?
God, just imagine, it becomes like a little Barrett somehow. Bitty Barrett.
Oh my God.
Bitty Bear.
BB.
You know what? I got an idea.
Okay.
We'll call them Rivet.
Rivet. With a V?
Rivet, yes. That's actually how you spell Rivet, believe it or not. Like, that's actually how you spell, like, Rivet, like the rivets.
Ah.
God, it's just now making me think of, like, this is somehow Clank's disabled brother.
Oh,
Does
I mean, in the
Rivet.
new Ratchet and Clank, there is a robot called Rivet, which ironically I am going with that because it's the best alternative I can think of for right now.
Fair enough.
So as your creation looks up at you,
Good to see that's working just fine. and I'm just kind of giving him a look over to make sure everything's working right. Does anything feel off, little guy? Everything seemed to be in the right spot. Okay, let's see.
As you look around him, he eventually gets up onto his stubby little legs as he looks around the warehouse, or looks around your workspace.
Oh, I guess that answers that question. You like the place? I hate this.
Okay, if you want, I can change it. If you want me to.
We'll say that's how he audibly speaks, but let's make it to where, like, if you're talking, if you're trying to give a response to, say, me, you're speaking normally, because otherwise that's gonna really mess with my ears.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I don't want to mess with you too much, so I'll keep the whistling to a minimum, or until we come up with a different way of augmenting how he talks.
Yeah, because for right now, that's just gonna have to do. Like, everybody assumes it's like the whistle, the droid binary whistle. I can actually understand him.
Yeah.
And for now, like, you're just kind of telling me what he's saying. And that'll do for right now until we figure something out.
All right. He gives you a thumbs up, indicating he likes the place.
Now we just gotta think of a name for you. I'm thinking Rivet. Does that work for you? Bud? Good. Alright. Now we gotta see what everybody else is up to.
As he hops down off of the table and sticks by your side.
He can actually hop onto my back and just kind of chill out there.
Oh my god, this is Ratchet and Clank.
Well, I'm not doing it in the style of Ratchet and Clank because, truth be told, I don't like how they do it.
It's even funnier because, technically speaking, you would be Rivet because Rivet has a mechanical arm, and Harris' robot sidekick is well, depending on the color scheme you went with this one, also a shade of yellow.
I haven't decided on the color yet, so we'll come back to that.
Yes. I'll say as you finish completing Rivet, this is where we'll take a bit of a break.
Okay.
Break time.
Yeah, break time. And we will be right back after this.
After this snack.
And we're back! Alrighty then. So, you guys are now in Everglow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, we've already did the payment stuff off screen, but essentially you guys will be here for roughly 10 days for both to get your ship repaired and also for whatever activities you want to do on the island.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I guess the question is where would you guys like to go while you're in the city?
Let's see. Oh, I need to
Everforth,
do
Evermore.
my last feat training. Because let's see.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we've done the Crusher feat yet.
Well, we also changed that one.
Oh, was it? What is it now?
Remember, we were gonna swap it out for the Field Commander feat from
Oh,
Valda's?
wait, from where?
From Valda's Spire.
Oh, right. Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
Yeah, Field Commander.
Give it her all she's got, Captain.
Mm. I don't think she can take much more of this, Captain.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Nerd!
The funny thing is, on my end, he cut out in such a perfect time of nerd.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, if he's gonna train for Crusher feet,
Well, no,
I'm
no.
gonna-
He's trained for a different kind of feat.
Yeah, we just forgot to put it in the messages.
Let me go ahead and look at the feat real fast, so I can read out to the audience. Field Commander, you said, right?
Yeah, it's Field Commander.
Field Commander. Under your leadership, your allies fight as a cohesive unit, outmaneuvering and outflanking any enemy. You gain the following benefits. Increase your charisma score by 1. As an action, you can issue an order to an ally within 60 feet of you that can hear you. It can use its reaction to take one of the following actions. Attack, 1 attack only, dash, dodge, disengage, hide, help, search, or use object. While you're within 5 feet of 2 or more allies who aren't incapacitated, hostile creatures cannot have advantage on attack rolls against you.
Which I honestly felt was better serving than Crusher was, personally. Considering it could help allow me to support you guys better rather than just, be punchy.
Although, with that being said, I think... I don't know if you want to make this change, but honestly, I think this would be more... I think it would be more on theme with you. Actually, what is your intelligence score real fast before I make this change?
Modified?
Without
It's
the
a 20.
goggles.
Without the goggles, I know it's a +4, so let me see how much.
Just unequip the goggles from your inventory.
No, not a 19. No, wait, it is a 19.
Yeah, it's a 19. So, what I was thinking is maybe we can change it from charisma to intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to.
I'm fine with that.
Alright. So yeah, it would give you a maxed out 20 intelligence if you get this feat.
I am 100% okay with that.
Alright, I'll say for you to do this, you would need to make me intelligence checks, to basically to basically come up with battle strategies and how to better command your group in that way.
Right. Okay. So here we go. Intelligence check. Booski. That is a 19, my friend.
Alright, that is 1 success. Alright, so that is... Haha, 1!
1. Uno. I don't know how to say 1 in other languages. Fuck.
Anyways, so yes, you're on the ship and you start looking up battle strategies in the library, looking at past events of historic battles and the commanders that have been on the field and what strategies they pulled out. And so far, you're getting the basic gist of how it goes.
Fucking windy.
So yes. And to help with organizing or help with giving you material to help read, Rivet is helping bringing books back and forth, basically putting it on top of his head as he runs back and forth from the desk you're reading at to the bookshelf.
He's doing a good job already.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, so alright. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Trying to think on what else I would be doing other than that?
You have plenty of materials to work with, based off of your last excursion.
Right, that's right. I do have that other stuff I gotta build. So what was it? Okay, so what was it that Brutus was specifically wanting from me?
There are a lot of ideas we have of those materials.
I gave him an entire list of who would benefit from what based off of the stuff that we've discussed off screen. So, at most, yeah, he can make light armor, daggers, from both the pelt and the claws of the Void Shaper. Daggers from the Hooked Horror, make some heavy armor, medium and heavy armor from the Hooked Horror chitin or a shield. He can make a pole arm
with one of the one of the Chuidincha legs.
Yeah. He can also make a heavy, medium, and a shield with the chitin, depending if you don't want that to be magic, if you don't want that armor to be magical.
If we want it to be magical, we have to give all of it to Metro.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
either you want it tinkered by Starzin, or magicked up by Metro. So it's up to you.
Okay. Damn it. So many options. I really don't know what to pick and go for.
Would it help if we list off some of the crafting ideas that could be implemented to the armor compared to what it could be made into when you make the magic armor?
That would be helpful, yeah.
Alright, so...
Back to armor properties!
Yeah, so... he has access to basically apprentice armor properties. I think he can make one journeyman, I think.
We agreed that basically if I can only apply one journeyman property at a time, and it costs 2 slots.
Yes. So he could make the armor. He could make it cleated. When you would be moving by an effect against your will, while wearing this armor, it reduces the movement speed by 10. So, gust of wind, you get pushed back instead of getting pushed back, I don't know, 30 feet, you get pushed back 20 feet.
You basically resist movement against your will.
Yeah. Climbing.
You get a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Yes. However, I will say it does not indicate that you can climb up flat vertical surfaces, so. Comfortable. You can sleep in this suit of armor with no ill effect, so you can make it comfy. You can make the suit of armor environmentally friendly, meaning it can withstand negative 100 to 200 Fahrenheit.
Negative 100 in the cold, 200 in the hot, so...
Yeah.
Environmentally protected.
Is that how your armor works?
Yes, that is how his armor worked.
Yeah, that's what I put on my armor.
Okay.
Exotic, it would give it a +1 bonus to AC while wearing it.
That might generally be a good idea.
Intricate, you can integrate a weapon directly into your armor, or you can integrate 2 weapons, one into each arm.
That gives me a bad idea.
If neither have the 2-handed property.
Damn it.
When you draw an integrated weapon, it snaps to your hand and you can't be disarmed with it. When you stow it, it retracts back into your armor. You can switch weapons, which weapons are integrated over the course of a long rest. So, basically, a single weapon or up to 2 if neither of them are 2-handed.
Fucking both the hand crossbows.
Ooh.
So, in other words, the way it's wording it, it's basically saying you can technically integrate a two-handed weapon, but it would be like that's all that you can integrate into it.
Well, it says neither has the two-handed property, so it cannot have it.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
So yeah, basically daggers, short sword, hand crossbows. As long as it doesn't have the two-handed property, you can integrate it into the armor.
Yep.
Okay.
There's quick change. You can don and doff armor as an action.
Retractable, which basically gives you a retractable shield that you can don or doff as a bonus action.
Which you're not proficient with shields, I don't think.
No, I am.
Oh, you are.
He's a ranger. He should be.
I don't fucking know.
If he isn't, I would have words.
Yep.
Sealed.
Well,
Or scaled.
Scaled. Yep. The AC provided by this armor is
Increases by 3, but you can only apply max of 2 to your dex. Basically, if you only have a light armor proficiency, this allows you to wear a medium armor without it being a medium armor.
Okay.
I also have the last of the apprentice properties are spiked, which basically means while wearing this armor, creatures who are in contact with you either by grappling, being grappled, or have swallowed you whole, they take piercing damage equal to 1d4 plus your strength mod at the start of your turn. So in other words, if you get huggy, they take pokey.
God, imagine I just, do the crocodile grab and then you get pokey along with it.
And adamantine, the journeyman stuff, which gets a little bit funky because he has to actually add in a piece of the actual metal, depending on the type of journeyman he implements, into it.
Yep. Adamantine, which does the whole standard, any crit against you becomes a normal hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Arcane, which allows the armor to essentially have up to 2 cantrips from the wizard spell list. Intelligence is your spell casting ability for the cantrips. And you can cast the cantrips as long as you wear the armor.
Hey, this gives you that. I mean, hey, that could actually give you a little bit of an edge. If you don't have your crossbows on you, you can get some damaging cantrips.
You could. The other properties are arrow catching, which means if an attacker makes a ranged attack against a target within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to become the target instead. Diving, which gives you a swimming speed equal to your walking speed, and it has a breathable air bladder, which you can use to breathe underwater and ignore the effects of inhaled poisons. The suit does have to be resupplied, have its air resupplied over the course of a long rest, though.
Now, that being said, I do believe he has a swim speed already.
Yes, this just makes it to where you can breathe underwater for at least 8 hours.
And
Why would you need to breathe underwater if you can just hold your breath?
And I can hold my breath up to only 15 minutes. Fair enough.
Although, with that also being said, if you don't want it, if you're trying to go for it because of air breathing stuff, keep in mind that you do have a couple of magic items that does provide the water breathing spell.
Yeah,
fair enough.
The only benefit that this really technically would give you is the fact that you just ignore the effects of inhaled poisons, because you can use it to negate that. Not designed for it, but hey, it works. Anyways,
Juggernaut.
Next is Juggernaut. The suit is fitted with massive plates and a heavy reinforced helmet. While wearing the armor, you count as an obstacle, providing 3/4 cover instead of half cover. You must have a strength score of 16 or higher to wear this armor. And I don't think you have that, do you?
Matter of fact, I don't think he could wear this. Can Rangers wear heavy armor? I don't think they can.
I can't wear heavy armor, but I do have
heavy armor.
score.
He does not have heavy armor proficiency. Shouldn't.
But I do have strength score of 17.
Yeah, but the problem is that one of the prerequisites is it has to be a piece of heavy armor.
Ah.
So this automatically goes out the window.
Oh yeah.
There's maneuvering, which basically, as a reaction when you fall, or as a bonus action on your turn, you can project a grappling hook at a target location you can see that is no further away than your walking speed. If the target location can hold your weight, you are pulled there, expending movement as normal. This movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. You must have a dex score of 16 or higher to wear this armor.
All right, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this armor you could wear. And then the last one is Mithril, which I need Mithril to integrate into this. So keep that in mind. But it does offer the standard Mithril benefits of having no strength requirement if it's a medium or heavy armor.
Does not impose disadvantage on stealth checks.
Yes. Now, the benefit that it gives, other than the standard, is you essentially get the benefit of medium armor master without actually needing the feat. And basically, you add +3 to your dex when counting your armor class instead of +2.
And that's not even counting the fact of what the Mithril would give from the other book that I have. The benefits that come from that, essentially. Although, honestly, I don't think it does much in the way of that. Actually, it does not. What am I talking about? I'm gonna shut up.
The last property is resistance. Basically you can get resistance to any damage type that isn't bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, or psychic. While wearing the armor, you have resistance to that damage type.
Okay.
So, your choices...
But all those require... not all those. The pristine ones, the better ones, do require at least 2 slots. Yeah.
The journeyman ones will require 2 slots, and I can only apply 1 of them.
Okay.
So, out of the journeyman list, you can only pick 1.
So I can't have the mobile and the resistant. Good to know.
Yeah, I cannot put maneuvering and resistance on it because that would just make it busted.
Quick question: the one with the weapons, integrated weapon thing,
that is apprentice.
Okay,
so that's just 1.
My question here is that if I have it for 2 weapons, is that 2 slots or still 1?
Just 1.
Just 1.
Ooh, that gives me ideas.
It's basically you can either put one big weapon that's up to versatile, or you can put up to 2.
I had a
It just
kind of
depends on what you want.
I either have 2 ideas in my head. One is more of a stealthy based one with using the void stuff, the void shaper stuff, or the other being more of a grapply melee variant of the spider armor. Because I had this stupid idea. The arms can technically be turned into javelins, right?
Technically, yes.
So imagine the spider armor grapples up to somebody and like Wolverine claws, just like the arms spike out like javelins.
It's an idea.
Just depends on how you want to go about it.
It is cool, but I don't think it will work well with my build. But I do like the mobile ability.
But I will say, javelins are completely legal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
I had to do a double check, so it technically does work.
And you already know what the magical armor would do, right?
Yeah, I remember it. And this armor would be the carapace and stuff, correct?
It would be a carapace, 1 unit of webs, and a vial of venom.
Okay.
Just in case, because I think I changed it. I think I changed some stuff afterwards. I'll go ahead and just send it to you again. I want to keep it hush-hush, just in case if you do want it, I can tell the audience what it does.
Fair enough. That is true.
Well, you have your options. You only need just tell me what you desire.
Okay.
There was one thing I wanted. Oh wait. Well. Actually, no. Never mind. It's good. Essentially, this armor would be, if we went that route, it would not have disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
What do you desire, my scaled friend? Come on, boys. Won't you shake a poor sinner's hand?
Won't you shake a poor Audie's hand? Do it!
Oh, don't
I
do
don't even
it.
know what the other armor does. Okay. Just to clarify here, the things that would not be there are the first ability, second ability, and the third one, correct? Those won't be available if I go with...
Those will not be available, no.
Oh, damn. I
Yeah.
could deal without the second ability, to be honest, but the third and the first are actually kind of cool. But arm javelins.
But arm javelins.
But arm javelin. Calm down, Baraka.
If not, I still have a backup idealment. Oh boy. How many slots would I have available if I went with you?
I've got as many slots equal to my intelligence modifier, so I've got 5. If you want a journeyman, that is essentially that's 2 for that, and then 3 apprentice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 1 journey, 2 apprentice.
So it'll be grappling hooks,
1 journey, 3 apprentice.
1 journey, 3 apprentice, yeah.
grappling hooks, javelin arms. I guess I would go for the plates to get that additional AC. Which...
Now, I will say this much. Some of this is restricted based on what type of armor it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind.
What do the AC plates, the exotic part, restriction?
That's the exotic. It doesn't really have a restriction. The only restriction it has is basically it's a suit of armor that isn't already exotic.
Yeah, so at most you would be looking for ones that have medium armor attached to it. Such as the retractable, that is medium armor.
Yeah, exotic it's gonna have to have by default.
Yeah, cleats is a medium armor thing you can get. Comfortable does not have that requirement, nor does it environmental.
Yeah, they're pretty much free to anything.
Integrate, that just, so if you wanted integrate, you would need to make it an exotic, so you would need exotic, and then you can get integrate onto it.
And integrate is the arm javelins, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Integrate allows you to integrate a weapon.
Yep.
Okay.
Quick change, it doesn't have any requirements. Retractable, that's the shield thing, which I don't think you're going to use, considering you haven't used the shield yet.
Yeah, I think I won't.
Yeah. Scale, well, you can't use scale because that's light armor. And spike is out of the question because that is heavy armor.
Okay.
So far you've got exotic and integrated. That is 2 slots. You get 2 more. You get 1 journeyman
and 1 apprentice.
And 1 more apprentice.
So you can make it comfortable or environmentally friendly. Or cleats.
Or you can give it quick change if you so desire.
Okay. I'll make it mechanical. And for my ideal slots, I will go with exotic, integrated, environmental, and for the what was it called again? The last one?
The journeyman.
The journeyman. I was thinking of grappling hook.
The maneuverability one.
Maneuverability. Yeah, sorry.
Maneuvering, it is legal. It does work with medium armor, so that is something you can do. So, you want it to have maneuvering.
Mm-hmm.
You want it to have exotic, integrated, and environment.
Now, the question is, what kind of medium armor are you wanting to make? Because that changes the pricing of this.
That does change the price. Ooh.
All right, let's look at blacksmith here real fast. For medium armor, we have the standard chain shirt. We have the scale mail, breastplate, half plate, hero plate, which I highly doubt you have the money for that. A cuirass and a brigandine.
I do not have a brigandine.
Well, I know you don't. These are the options of what medium armor you want. So, the chain shirt is 13 plus your dexterity. Scale breastplate would be 14 plus your dexterity. Obviously, these are all to a max of 2 because it's medium. Half plate and the cuirass is 15 plus dexterity, and the hero and the brigandine are 16 plus dexterity. But I will say, those two are expensive, rounding up to 1,500 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to cover that.
Yeah. To craft a masterwork version of an item, you add 15 gold pieces to the cost of materials to pay the thing. Yeah, you gotta. So basically, whatever armor you want, we divide that in. We would divide the gold cost in half and add 50 to make it masterwork.
So whatever armor, cut the price in half, add 50, and then because there is going to be a journeyman property, if we're going with that, that's going to be an additional 100.
So if I went with a breastplate, that would be 200 plus 150. Then that would be 350. Correct?
Yeah, essentially we're dividing the cost and adding 150. So again, Joe, assuming you want to throw in the journeyman cost into it.
We haven't so far. So
we haven't?
I don't think we have. We should. I don't think we have done that.
Well, then again, has this thing updated like during our game? So yeah, so that actually makes sense. Well, that's up to you.
Yeah, I don't think we have been doing that. And even then, it does say it in the old book that it was a 200 gold cost. But still, though, I don't think we did that for the sake of simplicity.
All right, so we'll just add. So just throw in the 50.
Yep, throw in the 50.
Okay, so half the cost plus 50. That's what we're doing. So whatever armor, mark it down to half off, then throw an extra 50. And that's how much whatever armor you want is going to cost you.
Okay. I could get the half plate, get an extra AC, or I could just get the breastplate and get no disadvantage on stealth.
You know what? There was one more thing on top of that. Because it's made out of chitin, it also gets another benefit. While wearing medium armor made out of chitin, the armor's dexterity bonus increases by 1.
Oh, so it's a +3 to max.
Yep, it is a +3 to max because it is made out of chitin.
Breastplate. That would equivalent up to 300 gold pieces. No, wait. 250. Since we're not taking count of the,
You want a breastplate? That would just land you directly back to 17 AC.
No, it wouldn't.
15, 16, 17.
You're forgetting about the plus.
Oh, +1, that would be up to 18.
Are you taking the breastplate because it doesn't suffer the stealth disadvantage?
Kinda?
I mean, in that case, then you might as well go with the cuirass because that doesn't have the disadvantage. Plus, it adds a 5 to it.
Let me see if I can even get the cuirass. 100 divided by 450 plus 50, that'll be 500. I would be short.
By how much?
I would be 50.
I am so glad.
41 short, actually.
I'm so glad that the one thing I gave you guys is just not being used.
I don't follow.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, you're talking about the fucking paints.
He finally figured it out.
Oh god. Well, it's... Oh my god. Okay.
It's like you guys are dying for money. You have literally a printing press for money.
We do have a printing press for money. I was wanting to use it for my project, but I mean, we could use it for that. Could use it for this. Well, then again, we never really set a limit in that regard. Okay. Do you want to use the paints to cover the extra 41?
I mean, if everyone else is okay with it, I'm okay with it. It might as well we could just use up the paints. So I don't care. Sounds like a good use for them. If you have any problems with it, let me know.
I mean, I don't see that it would be that major of an issue. Because, I mean, we're just making 41 gold pieces, and, like, we were able to make, like, what, like a stupid amount?
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, a very stupid amount.
So even with my project in the back burner, it really wouldn't affect... 41 wouldn't have that much of an effect, would it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll do
let's just do that.
Alright, so you're making 41 platinum? Or, gold?
Gold.
Yeah.
41 gold to cover the cuirass.
That'll give me a 16, and then add the +3 to my bonus. I'll be 17, 18, 19. Oh, an AC of 19. That's pretty good.
Alright, so... Alright, the calculations have been made. You would have... honestly, not that fucking much, all things considering. Okay, so yeah, you would have roughly... It would be 2,619 square feet left of paint.
Which would equal still a fuck ton of gold.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
What was the amount again?
2,619.
Okay.
Alright. So I've got that marked in I've got the amount marked in my notes, remove the gold from your count, and we'll go ahead and put that in the workshop.
Alright, so the time that it will take for you to craft these items are... the time required to craft an item and measurement, cost, and materials. A character can progress forward crafting an item equal to 5 gold pieces each day. Hell nah.
5 gold pieces each day.
That would take too fucking long.
Nah. Where's my other book?
Matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it, I think we've made it to where it just takes a day to make.
I don't know.
We're doing that. By the end of the day, the armor will be done.
Alright.
Because fuck that shit.
I do have a question of the integration part. Can I deintegrate a weapon from it and then reintegrate a new one?
I believe that is part of the feature, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
so for now, I'll integrate my crossbows, and then.
But it has to be over. But it has to be over the course of a long rest.
Fair enough.
All right.
I can just integrate my crossbows for now, and then when I get more funds, I could then take my spider javelins and integrate them next. Because imagine that scary thought.
Alright, so... for the audience at home who are probably wondering what the magical armor could have done, because that is no longer an option now, essentially it would be medium armor. It would be 16 plus dexterity to a max of 3, because it was made out of chitin. While wearing this armor, you can climb. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. Additionally, you can move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings, while leaving your hands free. The second ability was Web Snare. You gain 3 charges to do one of two things. Web Cube. You create a 20-foot cube of webbing within 60 feet. That becomes difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn within it must make a strength saving throw or be restrained up to 1 minute. The web can be dismissed early as a bonus action. And Web Shot, which you can target a single creature up to 60 feet. They need to make a strength saving throw, or they will be restrained. And then there was the last bit called Arachnid Resistance. You have advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance to poison damage while wearing this armor.
Yeah, this was the armor he gave up.
Also immunity to the poison condition. Forgot to say that.
Yeah, this is the armor he could have had.
Well, say goodbye.
Which I'm gonna be honest, I would have been an advocate for that armor, because that's honestly way better than most stuff I could tinker.
I mean, him getting so basically him having armor that would prevent him from being disarmed, essentially, that's pretty good.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing that what I can whip up isn't bad. It's just keep in mind, this is just a personal preference.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, personally, I would have taken that, but again, that's just me as a player. I get that what I can provide actually will be more beneficial to a character's playstyle instead of circumstance better than what magic armor will, because I can actually create it and make it versatile enough to someone's playstyle.
Yes. So that was taken out of the way. For the sake of simplicity, Starzin, is there anything else you would like to craft for today? I'll say you can craft 3 more things.
That is a good question. I will go ahead and, since I'm doing armor... Okay, so that was the Chuadinja chitin, right?
Yep, all the Chuadinja chitin is gone. You used it all up.
Alright, so... I could do the Void Shaper hide, and... Let's see. So I can craft up to 3 other stuff?
3, I'll say 3 more stuff today.
Okay. So what I'll probably do is I'll do the Void Shaper hide and the Void Shaper claws. And... you know what? I'll make my third option the where is it? I'll do the third one as retooling my camas to climbing gear.
Okay. Alright.
So, first let me see what I can whip up with this Void Shaper armor.
It will already have advantage on stealth checks.
Yep. Let's see what I can tinker with that. You can go ahead and swap to someone else while I'm doing all this.
It'll do. Clyde, Sips.
Hi.
What are you doing? What is Sips up to as she gallivants around the town doing whatever the fuck?
Doing whatever the fuck. Well, gallivanting around the town doing whatever the fuck. I, personally, am going to be, you know what? Has Chakreos had any time?
Yeah, he has plenty of time.
Yeah, I would like to take him out, somewhere. Question is where?
Well, let us see what is available in this city real fast. Obviously, there are the taverns. There are 3 taverns in total. There's the Frosty Mug, the Glowing Ember, and the Crystal Chalice. There is also the Hunting Lodge, if you want to go to there. There's the Hunting Lodge, Glacier Edge Hunting Lodge.
Alright.
There's 3 alchemy shops in this city. There's a general store, 2 temples, one to to Air Rail, and the other one to Usi. There's 2 blacksmiths if you want to go to those.
No, I don't want to go to a blacksmith. I think we will go to a tavern. You said there was one maybe called the Glowing Ember, I think, right?
Yeah, the Glowing Ember.
I think I will go to there.
Alright. You go ahead and you go to the Glowing Ember. It is run by a Air Genasi woman. Her name is Lior Windchaser. And it would appear to be that you found the Modest Quality Tavern.
Alright. Modest Quality.
Yes. There's poor, modest, and wealthy.
Yeah, that's pretty alright, actually.
But yes, as you wander in, you can feel the warmth from the fireplace within the building, crackling and sizzling. As you don't see any wood, but you actually see in the thing a large fire crystal.
Oh. Is there anything else that stands out about the tavern?
It has it definitely has that old Nordic kind of style in the way of interior design. Basically wood columns with several heads of animals that were hunted, some pictures of the tavern being passed down from generation to generation. You see several patrons inside, some humans, some dwarf, some of the elven persuasion. You see a couple of Goliaths in here as well. A couple of them appear to be Frost, while the other one would appear to be a Storm Goliath. And actually, what catches you off guard a little bit is that you see some goblins in the corner.
That does kind of catch me off guard a little bit.
But what also strikes you as strange is the fact that these goblins are not green. They are actually white.
Oh, fuck, the winter. They're the strangest goblins I have ever seen.
So, Sips, where shall we sit down?
Are there seats near you know what? Is there a table set for 2?
Yes, there are. There are a couple of tables set for 2, primarily ones that are close to the fireplace.
Oh. Well, I'll take us to a seat next to the fireplace.
All right. You go ahead and you sat down near the fireplace as Shock Reyes basically undoffs his armor as he basically rubs his hands together to get some warmth. Sometimes I wish I was of the cold persuasion of dragon. Unfortunately, due to me being a gemstone dragon, I don't have the luxury of gaining the proper resistance to the elements. Ha. So something of note, You actually see
Yeah.
him without his armor for once.
For once.
You see that he's actually wearing like a dark blue turtleneck.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah.
He's falling more in love with his himbo.
So yeah, he's wearing like a dark blue turtleneck and basically like black jean overalls.
All right, that's kind of handsome. All right, Sips would say, oh, well, I mean, I'm usually blue, but
Dubba dee dubba die.
yeah, dubba. I know that I'm able to change my resistances, and I kind of did make sure to stay cold while we're here because I heard that it was chilly. So I guess I wouldn't know how hard that is.
Honestly, I thought you were always blue. That seems to be the shade of... No, that would be the color that I've seen you pretty much most of the time as we travel.
Well, there was that little bit of time where I was purple or yellow.
Probably wasn't there for that.
Maybe you weren't. But no, I could change into, well, not any color, but I can change into multiple colors, according to the resistance and abilities that I get, of course, and I would actually list off. It is...
I could be
this
brown,
one.
I could be blue, I could be violet
Yeah.
sky.
Yeah, I could be brown, I could be...
I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be
I say,
anything you like.
I say, oh, I can change my nature within to be acid for purple, purple for acid, blue for cold, red for fire, blue, sorry, not blue, which one was lightning? Yellow for lightning.
Yes.
Yellow for lightning, and green for poison.
Okay, switch at the green with the purple, because green is acid, purple is poison.
Purple, poison, green, acid. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't have the colors wrote down.
Maybe you should.
I should! You're right! I'm writing them down right now!
That is a key feature. Which, by the way, shout out to DM Tuz. He's a pretty cool guy.
Shoutouts to the boy.
Acid, green, purple, poison, white, yellow for that, red, and blue. There, I have it wrote down.
Yes. Yeah, this lovely race is from DM Tusk, the Slimefolk. If you want to see more of his stuff, I would recommend going to his Patreon. Completely not sponsored, but would like to be sponsored, but probably not going to be sponsored.
No, we're never going to be sponsored, but you should but you should toss a dime in his direction if you have it.
Especially with his latest race that he came out with. The basically headless waifus.
The living weapon, yeah.
No. Headless waifus. Basically, you can be the headless horseman as a race.
Oh, that's right. It's the headless horseman race essentially.
It's the Dolahan, please.
Yes, well, that's a sub-race. There's the Dullahan, there's the Kane, whatever the fuck, however you pronounce this, and objects for a head.
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
Regardless, back to the game.
Shilling over.
Chilling over.
Yeah. I would, I'm gonna ask him this question. If you could, what would you like to be if you could change your elemental persuasion?
That's an interesting question. What would I be? Well, currently right now, I would rather be either silver or white.
Of course, of course.
I don't know. Maybe I would stick with the color of blue that I currently am right now, but would like to still keep my sapphire shine.
I kind of like that. I think blue looks good on you.
Aha! Yes! It is a good color. Very out there? Outstanding? No, that's the... Outgoing. Maybe.
It is a very outgoing color.
Yes. A very outgoing color.
That's honestly why I kind of stay blue most of the time anyways. I think it's a... Well, I kind of like the color.
Yes. However, I will say, I am jealous of some of the other gemstones. For example,
Why is that?
Some of them are a lot sparklier and shinier than some others. Like the crystal ones, for example. They are quite bright and... they're quite bright white. Like diamonds.
Oh, I don't know. I think that would be a pretty color. But I do like your color a little bit more.
Yes. Yes, for my scales, we produce loud thunder. Haha.
Trust me, I know. I remember.
So, what is the plan for what will we be doing here? Obviously,
I don't know.
Obviously, we won't be setting sail for at least a week or so.
Oh, I don't know. But I did think you would like to hear about some of the rumors we've heard.
Ooh.
Apparently, there's some dire wolves that are causing some trouble. Might
Ah.
need a good party to take them down, slay them.
That would be child's play. Ha ha.
Well, of course, for you. But there might be... There was also this lake that I wanted to visit. Apparently, you could get some sort of blessing from a god there. Honestly, would be interesting to check it out.
Indeed. Maybe we shall talk to our captain and first mate to see if that is a sound idea.
As for anything else, well, I actually don't remember why we were here.
Probably on a stop of many stops and before we hit to Blizzard Waste.
That's what I would think.
That and wasn't there many events going on here? Something about the end of the winter solstice and the start of a new of the summer.
Maybe that is one reason why we were here.
Wait.
I will have to go around and find out a little bit more about that.
There's actually a newspaper stand in the tavern.
Can I go and grab one?
You sure can.
Yeah. I'll walk over and grab it, and I will kind of scoop my chair next to Shock. And I will lay out the newspaper and look through it.
All right. It is in Maps, Notes, and Documents under the Leviathan Herald.
Maps, the Leviathan Herald. All right.
And feel free to read this out loud for the audience.
So, Warfront updates: Leviathan Empire versus Phoenix Kingdom. The struggle between the Leviathan Empire and the Phoenix Kingdom on Terram continues with heavy losses on both sides. In recent battles, Leviathan forces managed to push the Phoenix Kingdom troops back from the Ember Valley, securing key areas that will be crucial for the coming winter months. However, reports suggest that Phoenix Kingdom forces are regrouping near the Ashen Ridge, preparing for a potential counteroffensive. Leviathan strategists remain vigilant, expecting harsher battles as the season progresses.
So that was a typo for the coming fall months, because you're currently in summer right now.
So what was for the coming fall months. Okay.
Yeah, for the coming autumn months. That was a typo.
Well, the next one says captured Phoenix Kingdom soldiers executed. The Phoenix Kingdom soldiers who sought refuge in the mountains of Red Grove Island after their failed attempt to liberate their enslaved brethren have been captured and subsequently executed. The Leviathan Empire conducted the execution swiftly and decisively, as a message to those who would seek to undermine the Empire's rule over its lands. The Empire has reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining order and security on Red Grove Island and throughout its territory. Oh, this is interesting, Chakrius. Alert! Bishop the Anarchist is on the loose. Authorities report that the notorious dissident Bishop the Anarchist has escaped from capture in Aria Woods. Reports indicate he may have been freed by a pirate crew, leading to suspicions that he is now allied with these outlaws. Bishop is known for his subversive actions against the Leviathan Empire, and his escape has seen as a significant threat to the stability of the region. Citizens are advised to remain vigilant, and any sightings of Bishop should be reported to local authorities immediately. Oh my. We should probably keep our eyes out, shouldn't we, as I give him a wink.
Ah, yes, we should keep our eyes out.
And let's see. Oh, there's a Queen's Ascension celebration happening. Celebrations for Princess Rhyme Cordelia's ascension to Queen will begin on 37th of Nua Sora and will culminate on the 40th of Nua. When she formally assumes her new title, the Frost Hall Palace will host a series of public events, including traditional dances, feasts, and a grand elemental display on the final day. Citizens from across the Leviathan Empire are encouraged to attend and bear witness to this historic transition.
Ah, well, that's actually pretty soon. Near the, yeah, it's almost 3 weeks from now.
Trying to look at the map. Is that here? Or no?
Here? No. The event will be taking place probably in Auroras Island.
Okay.
Yeah, you are... I mean, you can make it there, but yeah. Auroras Island is basically the capital. Matter of fact, I'll take you over to the map to see it for yourself.
I see it.
And we're on Blizzard Waste?
No,
Well, we're on
you're in
Everglow.
So we could make it to Auroras.
If the captain deems it so. But I think the last time we've talked about this in Windy Hill, we were basically deciding not to go, or something.
Yeah, I
along those
think
lines.
we did decide not to go there. It'd be probably for our benefit to maybe avoid it.
Yes.
Oh, look at these! Look at these! As she points to the wanted list.
Hmm. As he leans over.
The Leviathan Empire has issued new bounties for the following pirates: Lyra, the Silver Siren Nald. Race, Drow. Gender, female. Age 32. Crimes, charming and robbing wealthy travelers. Blackmail and extortion, blackmailing and extorting Tempest militias, officials, and smuggling of forbidden magical items. Apparently 4 stars. Worth 4,500.
I'm gonna be honest, those two, as a player, those two just sound like pure skill issues.
Yeah, those sound like skill issues.
Wait, what sounds like skill issues?
The fact, they're the reason they're being charged with the crimes.
For the blackmailing.
Blackmailing, getting extortioned, getting robbed and charmed. That's a skill issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's also this demon Ironjaw Kells, half-orc.
I think it's
41.
pronounced Damon.
It can be pronounced either way. How do you pronounce it?
I think it would be Dave. I think it would have an A in it since there's an A.
Okay.
Oh, is it pronounced?
Damon Ironjaw Kells, age 41. Crimes: raiding fishing villages for supplies and captives, ambushing merchant vessels, and drug trafficking. You know, he's just attacking fishing villages and whatnot. Honestly, we could go out and look for this guy.
But the question is where, though? There are many islands that have fishing villages.
Well, we could probably ask the Tempest Militia for the last known whereabouts of this person.
That would be a good idea. Maybe get an idea of where each and every one of them are.
Now you're thinking.
Yes, for I.
We could go and do that right after our dinner here.
Yes, for I, Chakris, want to capture these pirates and claim the rewards for the sake of protection of the people.
I also would like to do that. Protecting people should be. Protecting people who can't protect themselves should be something that we should do.
Yeah.
As people who have the ability to, well, protect.
Yes. Anyways, there was one more on the list.
Oh. Reef the Drowned Ghost Vera. Race Water Genasi. Male. 25 years old. Crimes: ambushing and sinking ships in shallow waters. Theft of treasure and rare artifacts from military ships. Kidnapping and executing captives by drowning. And assassination of Empire informants. Rated 5 stars. 8,500 gold pieces. I mean, that one seems to just be attacking military, right?
That, and also, it doesn't specify military ships right here on ambushing and sinking ships.
Oh, true.
And the fact that they're also stealing treasure and artifacts from military vessels indicate that they're out to get the important stuff.
It does say that there was sinking ships that weren't just military. It would be good to try and find this person too.
Indeed.
Oh, this is an interesting list. Do you think we'll encounter any of them?
There's a possibility. Honestly, they wouldn't have these posted here out of... I'm sure there are many and many, many of them if they weren't around this place.
That's true. But I do feel sorry for what happened at Red Grove.
Oh, the Phoenix Kingdom soldiers that got executed?
Yes. They seem to want to help free their brethren who were enslaved.
Yeah, you're right. I feel sorry for them too. I mean, if they're... I feel bad for them too, honestly. I know some of my feelings might be a little bit mixed because of my past. But, well, if their intentions were truly just to rescue their comrades and get them out of slavery, then I'm kind of sad that they failed.
Well, it is too late to know now, I suppose. We have our own things that we must be concerned about now.
I agree. Also, let's try not to dampen our spirits with sad news.
Ah, yes, indeed!
Let's enjoy
Bartender,
this.
2 drinks! As he flags down, basically a maiden that works here and essentially takes your order on what you want to drink. Would it be in shops? Yes, it would be in shops. You're at a modest establishment for drinks. They have ale. They have Red Grove ale, Red Grove cider. Some tea, some mead, some milk, some rum, some whiskey, and some wine.
I'd like some wine.
Alrighty, and you know what? Shock Reyes will take some mead. And Shock Reyes is going to be paying for both the mead and the wine, so he will get this covered.
He's covering dinner! Or at least the meat and the wine.
Oh, he'll also pay for the food if you want food,
He's
but still.
covering dinner too. Oh my god.
Yes, Shock Reyes is gentleman.
Very much gentleman. Oh,
Or would it be Gentle Dragon?
gentle dragon.
Christ.
Alright. As you sit down and enjoy some wine and some food, Starzin, are you done looking over things?
I am. I am. I looked over everything.
Oakley dokley?
Did you see what I posted?
No, I did not.
Look at the bit in the bounty chat.
For those who are probably wondering, it is a accurate representation. As if you put a hot dog inside of a donut hole. That is all.
Yeah, basically just during that whole dinner conversation, I just put it there as an innuendo of what would probably happen.
Take me right now, right here in the middle of this bar.
It's been done before. It's the classic maneuver.
But anyways, what have you made? What have you done?
So I've come up with a pretty brilliant idea for the Void Shaper stuff.
What have you wrought onto this day?
So
I am listening.
Why are you listening? You got your fucking armor.
Imagine, if you will,
Yep.
my vision. A set of light armor
Uh-huh.
that gives not only stealth benefits, but has the exotic, environmental, possibly the comfortable, or no, actually not the comfortable, environmental and integrated with either the arcane or the resistance feature put onto it. So this armor can either cast cantrips or be resistant to damage on top of having stealth. But I can already hear your cries. But Starzin, what about the daggers? Well, fear not. For that's where the integrations come in. 2 modified daggers integrated into the armor. With the exotic, the finesse, the light properties.
All right.
And also the martial property. Potentially giving it the parry or the elegant property.
Let me see something. I'm assuming you're giving one of these daggers to Iris, correct?
I think he's doing more than just one.
Oh, I know he's doing more than one, but I'm asking, one of these daggers is going to Iris, correct?
We have how many claws?
I
have them in my thing.
Don't know.
We have 4 claws.
So actually, I could make 4. I can make 4 daggers. One could just go to Iris and just be custom made for her. These were 2 I just decided could be integrated into the armor.
Okay, so I'm just double checking to see something real fast. So once per turn, you can do extra damage to one creature that you hit. The attack must use a finesse or a ranged weapon. All right, doesn't have to be marked. Well, I say that, and then I realize I don't think she has proficiency with martial weapons. She does not.
Oh, so she does have to have proficiency with it?
Yes.
Oh, well, actually, that would actually make this a little bit easier, honestly. Probably solve up my indecisiveness.
Alright. So, exotic, light, I'm assuming finesse.
Yeah, it would be exotic, light, finesse. I could then throw on elegant. And actually, then burying.
Okay, so this one would be for Iris.
While wielding this weapon and not wielding a shield, you gain a +1 bonus to your AC. So, this is kind of the set of the armor plus the integrated daggers, right? That's the initial idea that I had with these. So, yeah. It's a set of light armor that takes a Void Shaper armor that takes the Void Shaper daggers and has them integrated. I call it the Void Striker set.
Ooh.
Imagine it having like a Monster Hunter effect where basically if you have the full set, you get one additional bonus.
So imagine, I'm imagining like with this as you will. So this set is for Iris, correct?
Well, Iris can use it. I did kind of design it around her, but ironically, I did make this actually suitable to whoever wants it. Because it actually is versatile to fit anybody.
Let's see here. For the light armor, Zilyana can use it, Harvey can use it, Harley can use it, and Iris can use it. So, honestly, we would probably have to wait for Zilyana to get back and get her opinion on it.
Which, I will say this much. Harvey and Harley really wouldn't make much of a difference on the armor in terms of getting use out of it. Like, the only thing that would really kind of be where it's in their cases, where it'd be if I make it resistant or if I give it the arcane property. Like, that would be where it matters more in that regard. Otherwise, for Zilyana and for Iris, they're actually pretty easy to plan for because they're pretty similar in that regard.
That's fair. Okay, so...
And then the weapon properties, I mean, they both get dagger proficiency, so...
Yeah. But essentially this first dagger would be going to Iris.
Yeah, I can actually give it the same properties, or I could give it different properties.
Let's see here. Well, the exotic, light, and finesse works out very good for her, considering that she, rogue. Elegance. What does elegance do?
Basically, it gives it the elegant property and increases its damage die by 1 step.
So
basically,
it would go from a D4 to a D6.
Yep. But the restriction to it is that the wielder must have a minimum dex of 16, which rogue, she has that.
And because it's exotic, that 1d6 goes to a 1d8.
Yes, but you also have to remember, the light property reduces it by 1 step, so it drops
go back to
down.
1d6.
Yeah. So that would be 4 properties right there.
And added in the extra bonus that is the dagger from the Void Shaper, which does an extra 1d6 necrotic damage. So essentially, she would be doing 2d6, and then her sneak attack, which at this level, which would be, I think, an extra 3d6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, extra 2d6. So essentially, she could be outputting at least 4d6 with these daggers.
Now, that's just 4 properties. With the 5th one, I could throw in concealable to make it easier to hide. I could throw on parrying, which would bring it back to 1d4, but give her a +1 AC bonus when she's using it. Or I could just give it the dagger standard and give it the throne property.
You know what? I think she would want the throne property for the fact that she flashes back to your fight against Alphonse the Mad, realizing her guns weren't useful, and the only time she managed to hit was when she threw her dagger at Alphonse.
And then she just looked at me like, the fuck?
The fuck?
I just like looked at her and just kind of shrugged. It's like,
I don't know. Tell you.
I mean, that's just as a player, that's just D&D luck for you.
Yeah.
You miss with the one thing that's dedicated to shoot, but you hit with the thing that you're just supposed to throw.
Oh my god, I'm a moron. Okay, I need to update her fucking character sheet. She has 3D. She has 3d6 on sneak attack. Man, I can't believe I forgot to add that.
So yeah. So for this specialty dagger, I could actually make it. I could give her the throne, and it would have all the other bells and whistles, and still do a d6 damage.
Yeah, I think she would like that.
Okay, now here's the other question. That's 3 daggers. Do we want to save the 4th for someone else?
She will take 1. She will take 1 dagger, so that way she can dual wield the dagger and her new tinkered flintlock.
Okay.
So that way she has a gun and a dagger in both hands.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Maybe she would take the parry if that's the case then.
Yeah, because...
Oh, wait. Does it have to be in the main hand, though?
It doesn't specify.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to roll a higher low to see if she wants a throne or parry.
Okay. I just will say, parrying only specifies that you get a +1 bonus as long as you have the weapon and not a shield.
Alright, odds. Okay, so odds will be parry, evens will be throne. That is a 5, so parry.
Okay. So it will be back to 1d4, I think, if that's the case.
Yes. Well, it'll be back to 1d4.
But it will give her an additional +1 to AC.
Which, that will be useful.
Now, I can do the same thing with the last dagger, and give it to whoever. But, again, this is just... But again, the Void Striker set could be given to whoever, but we'll save that for later, for getting a hold of armor.
Yeah.
So, did you get all that written down for Iris? Or
yes, I did. Exotic, light, finesse, elegant, parry.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put it in my notes, too, just so I can have it written down. But, yeah, that'll be for her. And then it's just down to changing the canvas to climbing gear. So, that's pretty much it on my end.
Alright. Alrighty, so, after that, do you guys meet up at the Glowing Ember Tavern?
We can.
Or do you want to go someplace else? Because there are other places here that you can go to, such as you can go to the hunting lodge and see if there's any hunts out. You can start looking for more rumors than was already given. or, you know, roleplay with some of your other crew members.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Brutus,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to be the one that goes to the hunting lodge, since you are the aficionado monster hunter?
I think I would really like to visit the hunting lodge.
It would have been funny if Brutus just said no.
Ha! No.
No, it's just like this moment silent goes, no.
Nah, I'm good. Bitch.
I'd rather not be near those casuals.
Damn.
How dare they?
They ruined hunting!
They turned it into an e-sport.
Shut the fuck up!
Alright, in that case then, we will start off with Brutus.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way to the local tavern. Not tavern, hunting lodge.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way over to Glacier's Edge Hunting Lodge.
Alright.
Inside you meet ice
Nothing.
yes, or an ice peregrine to be more precise. An ice peregrine man by the name of Howler. He's like, welcome to the Glacier's Edge Hunting Lodge. How may I help you?
Well, thank you for the great hospitality.
Of course.
Soldiers.
I can see that you're one of the hunting variety. Must say, you are wearing not appropriate clothes for such a harsh environment.
I'm getting mine tailor-made as we speak. I'm just waiting for them to be done.
I see.
They're actually of a pelt of a very nice gum wolf.
Oh, you hunted down a gone wolf.
Oh, me and my mates did, yeah.
Haha. Well, in that case, then you're gonna enjoy the latest hunts that came out this week.
Oh, I've been waiting to hear this. I've also been interested about a little rumor I've been hearing about some sort of growls and snarls in the woods lately.
Yeah.
I wonder about them.
We've been getting some noises. We've been getting some hearsay from other hunters. Something about there being an occasional howl in the wind or something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure on that. But some of them say that it's a dire wolf, while the more expert hunters say, no, the howl was nowhere close to a sound a regular wolf could make.
How that doesn't belong to a wolf? Oh, ain't that interesting?
It sounded more, in a weird term, bestial than you would think.
You piqued my interest.
Now, unfortunately, I have no information about this, so you will have to wait and see from the other hunters. There's a couple that are out exploring the woods to figure out if this monster is worth putting up on the board or not, or if it's just either a mimicry from a different monster or some kids trying to play a practical joke.
Oh, I hope it ain't some sort of practical joke.
Indeed, that would be disappointing.
Oh, very much so.
So,
But anyways, what you got on the docket?
let me go ahead and show you, as he points you over to the hunting board. And I will go ahead and display from the least amount of gold to the most amount of gold. Starting up with this little fella right here. If you scroll up a bit, should be under hunting board.
Okay. Hunting board.
It is called the Oliphant.
Oh, that looks like a big beastie.
Yeah. For those who aren't seeing the screen right now, basically Skyrim mammoths.
4-tusk Skyrim mammoth. Yes.
Yeah, so the Oliphant, 4-tusk Skyrim elephant, total reward is 3,200 gold pieces. The second one is a creature called the Thermarok.
Oh, he's a scary. Oh, ain't that scary beastie?
Yes, turns out that this creature is a fiend of some kind.
Fiend.
Yeah, we don't get many of those on the hunting board.
Brutus's eyes glow. If people could only see it.
Basically, it's definitely a demonic creature with both white fur coming from the. Basically, imagine like a primal demon, essentially, with fur coming off of the face and parts of the chest and arms. But it would appear that there are some ice spikes in the on the back of this creature as well, protruding out from the back. And that is the Thermarok, a creature I made. And last but not least, this one, get your head a turning. The moment you see this one, it's a penguin. So, it's a penguin called the Imperator.
Imperator.
The Imperator, worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Right, you Brutus is like I both the first two. I was like, oh yeah, these look very tough and very nice. The third one comes in, took double take, lift up the hat, big eyes, point it back down, and goes, "I've seen this right."
You see Chew as well with a similar hat, just. Oh, by the way, the Thermarok was 4,050 gold pieces. But yes, you see a literal penguin on the wanted board.
Okay, Howler, you need to explain yourself. What the fuck's a penguin doing there?
And trust me when I say this creature is a lot more than you think. Essentially, don't judge the book by its cover. As for what it is, I can't really tell you that.
Why is that?
Well, that would kind of defeat the point of the hunt.
I'm afraid I can't.
Damn, I can't fight that logic.
I mean, would you want to know, or do you want to find out yourself?
I kind of. All my mates would like to know better, but I'm kind of wanting to find out.
You want to fuck around and find out?
You're playing a dangerous game, boy.
We will probably be fucking around. We do not want to find out.
Well, that's the point of adventure. We fuck around and find out. That's the point.
Look, the scientific process is the literal definition of fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
However, that's a lot of stakes you're asking for us to risk.
Besides that, you have a library if you want to start investigating. If you want to start doing some investigating on what these monsters are.
That is true.
But yes, those are your hunts: the Oliphant, the Thermarok, and the Imperator.
Oh, we get to find an elephant.
Definitely gonna take all the Ooh. Where would the locations be on the map?
I will go ahead and show you, because that he can give. Alright, so the Thermarok is a bit far out. Basically on the other side of Everglow. just due down south in between 3 villages, which is Frostallure, Frost Hollow, and Frost Spire.
I was about to say, let me guess, Frost Spire.
Yes. So it's going to be a trek, but that's where that is at. The penguin, I fucking hate the name that it gave it. The Imperator is right over here, which is in the area where you heard rumors of a treasure chest being.
Oh.
And surprisingly enough, the closest to you, is literally right outside the gates
Oh.
of the Everglow city. Literally no more than not even half a day.
Oh, that is so tempting to go right now and hunt.
But those are your options.
Oh. I'm good. Thank you for these haunting options.
Not a problem. I hope to hear from you soon about which one you hunt down.
Oh, I'm gonna try and get my mates to go for the Imperial, cause that sounds very interesting. If not, we're probably gonna go for the elephant. Just get a quick buck, but do keep me a note of the house. I'm gonna investigate them myself.
Will do. If anything comes by, I'll let you know.
Thanks, mate.
Mm-hmm.
And Brutus will leave with the posters that they're handed out to him.
I would say at this point you would all congregate at the Ember Glow. You see Sips and Shock Reyes eating some delicious food and drinking some delicious drink. Shock Reyes would have essentially a beef stew. Don't know what Sips would have, as he is clearly both mute and deaf. So.
Fair enough. Do we want to wait for him? Up.
That'll get him back in the call.
That was me.
Oh.
Just to be clear, that was me that did that. He will notice. Eventually, he will notice.
Eventually, he will notice.
Eventually, he will notice.
Eventually. Out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on the 3 hunts?
I want to go for the fucking penguin. I want to see what the fuck you have cooking.
Oh, that's a penguin. We're fucking fighting Pengu.
Were you not paying attention when I was describing them?
I had to step away.
Well,
Look, it's either that or the theorem.
the Thermarock.
The Thermarock, sorry.
Oh god, we really are fighting Pengu.
We're thinking the reason we're tenting is that there's the treasure chest rumor nearby. It's either gonna be like a fucking prank, or this is just... Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, unfortunately, a part of me wants you guys to go after the Thermarock because I did design this creature to be interesting, but it's up to you if you... Yeah. The Thermarock is the only one I did not... it was the only one that I've made. The other 2 were from, I believe, Cobalt Press.
Okay. Honestly, the one I'm really wanting to go for is the elephant. But then again, there's a reason for it.
What's the reason?
Lord of the Rings nostalgia.
Ah.
That totally counts as one.
Oh, I don't think
Now I'm just imagining Sif sliding down the trunk as it falls with like, I'm a motherfucking T-Rex. Jeez.
He just like gets on top of it, slashes the skull, and just stabs it. Then as it's just falling, he slides off the trunk. Brutus still only counts as one.
That only still counts as one.
Well, I mean, they're interesting at least.
Oh, they are. The worst thing is also those rumors that I just like. I want to hunt what those rumors are.
The Imperator, though. Let's see.
I'm...
It's definitely the biggest high-profiling price.
Mhm.
So yes, you all congregate back or to the Everglow tavern, where you see Sips and Shockradus drinking their drinks and eating their food. You see Shockradus eating a bowl of beef stew to accommodate the cold weather. And what would Sips be eating? Based off the tavern menu that's in the shop tag.
I'd be having the same thing Chakreos is having.
Some good old beef stew.
Yeah, some beef stew. That sounds so good right now. I'd love some IRL too.
Yeah, so yes, you guys chow down on some beef stew. You see you see your companions come in through the door, while you surprisingly enough, you do not see Zilyana, for only Starzin would know, probably staying in her room until her clothes come in.
Fucking pansy.
What? It's cold. I don't have warmer clothes than this. I'm literally wearing a swimsuit.
Also, this is all obviously like not canon.
Yeah.
But sounds like a that sounds like a you problem.
Honestly, it does kind of sound like a her problem.
It does.
I swear to God, like
just be built different, like me.
Just be built different. Honestly, if most of the stuff, the out of character stuff was accurate, Zilyana and Starzin are just turning more and more into like that one married couple.
But yes, you come around and you see those two. Yeah.
Brutus coming in with a kind of big doofy grin. Takes a seat with the group and is like, guys, I found the most fucking interesting hunts I've seen in a while.
Oh? Well, judging by your enthusiasm, this can either be really good or really problematic.
Or both.
Well, me and Shock just was looking through the paper, and we found a couple of things about some wanted pirates, too, that we were interested in hunting.
Well,
All right.
I guess we'll keep that in mind.
Well, also, there was that rumor that we heard earlier, Brutus.
Rumor?
Oh, which one?
Well, two of them at least caught my eye. The dire wolves and the lake.
Oh yeah, about those.
Yeah.
I've actually talked about with the hunt. I guess he's called a hangmaster. I guess howler.
Yeah. He would be known as, I think they would call it the quartermaster.
I talked with the quartermaster howler about that rumor with the direwolves. Some say it's a direwolf thing, but others say it isn't a direwolf at all. Some people say it's something more bestial or something that isn't even a wolf.
So we've got a potential unknown bestial howler somewhere out there.
Oh yeah.
That should catch your attention a little bit more, right, Chakras?
He's salivating. He's not salivating about his food. He's salivating what he's hearing. Oh.
Oh, and there's also the whole rumor about... Then there's, of course, the Ice Lake in the Cylinder Forest. That place apparently has some sort of blessed abilities. And even if you leave an offering there, it's said to give you a gift. Now, for my piece of resistance, is the hunts. First, pulls out the elephant one. This is the lowest price they got for one. And surprisingly, it's the closest hunt we have here. just down south of us.
An olifant, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Could I roll a history check to see if I know what this creature is?
Sure, but I'm going to have to say with disadvantage.
Not native to Terra.
Yeah, these are definitely winter creatures.
Okay. That's fine with me. Oh, that's a 7, my friend.
I mean, they look like elephants, just a lot more fur on them.
Alright. Unfortunately, no info available at this time. Alright, so we've got an oversized, hairy elephant type creature.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Oh, come on. Well, next is actually, I think, the farthest hunter there is. Pulls up the Theromark? Sorry.
The Thermarock.
Thermarock.
Yeah, like
Thermarock.
it's like thermometer, but with a rock.
Rock. the Thermarock. Funny thing is, I asked him about this creature, and apparently it's not even a beast or any sort of a normal monster. It's a fiend.
A fiend?
Yeah. Well, at least that's what he told me.
That one's definitely going to be a trickier fight, at least until I know more. But judging by the price and for the sound of it, that one's definitely going to be our more intermediate fight.
Well, I wouldn't say that so quickly. I haven't even showed you the best one out of them all. Bruce does this little, like, da-da-da-da, and unrolls the Imperator filler poster.
Starzin just looks at the poster, looks at the reward, looks at the picture, the reward, the picture, the reward, and just goes, "What is this? I'm not following."
I don't know about it either. Just like big smile, like behind the poster, puts it down.
So you just told him you have no idea either.
Oh, yeah, I don't know either. He didn't.
I beg your pardon.
Well, I told him about what was going on with this one. It was like some sort of trick or something, but apparently not. It's some sort of like a special thing or something. He didn't even want to tell me what it was because it would ruin the surprise. Granted, we could probably do a real research on our own end. It's not going to be that bad. But this will also sweeten your deal if you think about it. The residence where this creature is actually nearby a rumored treasure spot of an infamous pirate.
A treasure spot?
Starzin's taking the information, just kind of thinking for a minute. So let me get this straight. This is a monster that the quartermaster didn't give you any information about because he wanted to save it for a surprise. And this thing also happens to be near a rumored pirate treasure stash.
Yeah. Ain't that interesting?
That sounds like a bad idea to me.
Oh, come on, hear me out. If we go on this hunt, it's not exactly what we expected. You know, maybe some sort of prank or trick or whatever nonsense. Then we still get the treasure there.
Brutus, I understand, and he's like put his hands together, like obviously with a major difference of like the concerned emote. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like hands clapped to his face. Obviously there's a difference.
Hands clapped to face, eyes looking up, peering at him.
Yeah, just concerned. Brutus, I understand that you live for the thrill of the hunt, but you're asking me to risk a lot of people's skin on a creature we know next to nothing about in an area where a treasure chest is rumored. Because you think it would be because you think it would just be for the thrill of it.
Well,
do you see why I think this is why I consider this very concerning?
okay, fair enough. Wasn't that gonna stop you doing any research on your own? I mean, I kind of half expected you to do some research to see if it was legit or not.
And he just brings his hands like keeping them clapped like that to his face and just takes a deep breath. And then just pulls them down. It just looks, yes, I will have to do my research because you have to remember this is a group decision, and we have to be prepared for whatever is going to be being thrown at us. And if there are too many uncertainties of what we don't even know about it, chances are people will not be inclined to risk it. So yes, I am going to have to do some research on this Imperator. Whew. Okay. So, we've got a monster that is a wild card. Judging by the reward, this thing is set to be the more difficult of the three. Although, depending on what we can turn up information-wise on this thing is going to be a mystery. We have the Thermorak, which already will seem to be a bit of a trickier adversary, since it's a fiend and not your average monster, and a standard looking beast fight. Well, thinking about it, the Imperator would be a good opportunity to at least investigate the treasure stash. But we would have to save that information for figuring out what we need to know about the creature. Regardless if we're just going for the treasure or not. But we'll have to do some research on all three of them anyway, just to get our bearings and see what we want to do about that. Okay. So, Sips, Chakras.
Yeah?
Tell me about these pirates you two were interested in hunting down.
I would point out the 4-star Lyra, the Silver Siren Nald, the 3-star Damon Ironjaw Kells, and the 5-star Reef, the Drowned Ghost Devaro. I would particularly point out Damon.
Let's see. Lyra, Silver Siren Nald, Damon, Ironjaw Kells, Half-Orc Male, 1, Fishing Villages, Ambush and Merchant Vessels, Drug Trafficking, 3-star, 25. Huh. So I'm gonna just hazard a guess and say that the main reason you two were interested in Ironjaw was because he raids fishing villages.
Well, all three of them are hurting the innocent. One of them's robbing robbing travelers. Another one's raiding villages, and the other one is ambushing and sinking ships.
I mean, true, they are harming innocents in some form or fashion. Although, one is, let me think. One that's just robbing people. I mean, while that isn't a good thing.
Yeah, could look a little bit less on that one, as they're just robbing people. But the one raiding people and sinking ships and drowning people, I don't think we can quite look away from that.
Well, I would actually agree with that, especially considering one raids fishing villages, and the other is just taking people and just kidnapping and executing pretty much mostly for fun. But that one might be a bit of a trickier. That one's gonna be a tough one. Especially since chances are in a peer ship on ship engagement, we're gonna have to be very careful. Now, if we were fighting them on land, however, we could probably turn the tides there, but that one's gonna be highly unlikely since they're gonna be ship hunting. The only one we would be able to potentially fight on land would be the Ironjaw half-orc. Because all we would have to do is just figure out his next target and just wait for him.
It is, of course, up to you and the captain, but this is what we were interested in.
Well, considering Zill, it's pretty much confining herself to the captain's quarters to keep warm until she gets something warmer. Me and her will have plenty of time to discuss the plan forward in that regard. But I'll definitely take that up with her to see what she wants to do. And after that, we'll bring it to the rest of the crew for a vote. On the bright side, there is some good pay in them, if we manage to get them anyway.
Oh, speaking of which, do you have the pay from the other one? Sips would ask.
Oh,
as she hasn't seen you all day.
Oh yeah, we turned her in this morning, which she was very enthused to be handed over to the Leviathans. But anyways, here's your cut.
Oh, thank you.
And
she put it into her pouch.
And Shock, since you're here too, here's yours.
Ha ha! Yes. As he will take in the money.
Brutus, did I give you your cut of it?
No, actually.
I thought I didn't. All right, here's your cut.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody else was properly compensated. I think just you three were the ones that rushed out to go do other stuff. While by the time me and everybody else came back.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of wanted to rush in to get some orders done out of Taylor.
Oh, I would wanted to go in and find a souvenir. I think this place is quite magical looking.
Well, there is a certain charm to it. I can't say I've seen a wintry place quite like it.
Especially considering it was blessed by the goddess of magic and nature herself.
Yeah, did you see the big tree there?
The goddess of nature and magic, huh?
Wait, Chakras, do you know about that goddess?
Let me find out. Give me 1 second.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
You don't think I'm gonna question it?
Well, I'm not. I mean, yeah. Go ahead and question it. It's just more so.
Actually, can I roll a religion check as well?
Sure thing. Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Hang on. If I remember correctly, I think... Nope. Well, Zilyana has an inspiration, and it's almost the end of the session, so do you want to use it?
Might as well.
Alright. Also, Brutus, you also had an inspiration.
Yeah, I noticed.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, so with a 20 and, now I gotta look at Shock Raise's modifier real fast.
Can I give my inspiration to Chakras if he didn't have a higher one?
Sure, you can do that.
I will do that.
Alright, I'll go ahead and roll again real fast. Rolled a 14 and then a 15. Alright, let's see here. Plus 4, that is 19. Okay. So, here's what you know about the goddess of nature magic, Fiane. Essentially, she is responsible for why magic kind of flourishes and flows here in the world of Primaria. She is also responsible for the creation of the Fae. On top of that, she is also the creator of the Grand Sealy.
Ooh. That's a bit of a lore tip there.
Yes. So when the four aspects, after the First Great War, divided the two kingdoms by having that big-ass wall, and they enlisted the help of Fiane by crafting a new world in between the walls. Fiane accepted the task and conjured a realm known as the Grand Sealy, a place where magic and nature ran rampant and unpredictable. And essentially, during the time of the Fourth Era, when, the whole genocide of the Peregrines that were not ice or lava, Fiane gave an opening on both sides for those who want to flee the nation and come to the Grand Sealy for the sake of finding freedom from these two tyrannical nations. And on top of that, because you rolled so well, you know that she has 4 children.
Okay.
Each one is an aspect of the seasons. And that's about it.
Okay. So basically created the Grand Sealy and all of the unpredictability that nature is there. Made it to where there are openings in the Great Walls. And made it to where, and also has 4 children, one representing each of the seasons. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good to know. Fiane. Now it comes back to me.
Hi. Even though we don't follow, since the clergy of the storms mostly follow either Aerail or Usi, it was nice to have a basic understanding of the other gods that live, that exist.
Well, you can't. Well, yeah, you got to diversify your knowledge. Otherwise, your knowledge is just stale and outdated. Got to be thinking outside the box. Drawing from multiple sources, gotta draw your knowledge from multiple sources, as my master would say.
Yes. Like, did you know that her children were actually named after the months?
That I didn't know.
Yes.
I knew she had children, but my knowledge doesn't go back that far.
They say when she gave birth to the 4 seasons, that's when we got different months. Sora, the Archfey of Summer, took the 3 months of summer. Arok, the Archfey of Spring, took 3 months of spring. Gevra took 3 months for winter, and Fover took 3 months of autumn.
Makes sense.
Hence why we have the months of Sora, Orok, Griva, and Fover.
Interesting.
I put a lot of time and effort into this. Somebody help me!
No,
Help
let
you.
him suffer.
Help you? There's no help for you.
It's fine. Yes, I put a lot of time and effort into designing this world.
Yes, we can all tell.
Right.
Now perish in your paperwork.
No. Anyways.
Looks like a deflated balloon there,
Anyways, so yes, that is what you know about the goddess.
Well, nope. Getting that information back, I can definitely see why this place has its charms.
Yes.
Definitely wasn't a place like it back home. Even in the now, allow me to ask this much: in Tarum the seasons change like normal. Am I right?
Yes. All of Primaria, the season follows the flow of winter, spring, summer, and fall.
And it's obvious, like winter there's snow, summer it's hotter, kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay, just want to ask that before I start talking out my ass.
Yes.
Even back on Tarum, we hit the seasons were pretty good. We're pretty different and decent. But our winters were never like this place.
Well, that could be because we're far north.
Fair point.
But anyways, back to the plan. Back to the plan that we are coming up with. We do some research and see which hunt we go after.
Yep. We'll do some research. I'll reconvene with Zil and see what she wants, see what she thinks, and then we'll go from there.
Actually, I have some rumors that I picked up as well.
What'd you find?
Just two. One, apparently there was a... which, by the way, these two coincide with each other. Apparently there's a drow woman who is seeking adventurers to help take her through the Everglow forest to find a temple of Fiane near the Everglow lake. She's currently not here right now, and says that she would be finding help elsewhere. I think they said that she was in. What was the name of it? It was nearby. I think it was Everlight.
Everlight, huh? Well, that's an idea. We could run there and help her out. And who knows? We might be able. And who knows if this temple to Fiane is near the lake? We actually could investigate the lake itself.
I think that's a good idea.
Then it's settled. We'll do research, have good rest, and then afterwards we will hunt.
Yep, that definitely sounds like the plan. Well, I'm gonna run back to the ship and make sure that we're squared away doing this.
Alrighty.
And do some research and reconvene with Sil. And I'll leave you two to enjoy your little date that you've got going.
He gives a nod as you lot get up. While Sips and Shock Reyes continue their date. And as you lot get planned out for the events for the following week that you are here, this is where we'll end tonight's session.
I would also like to say, like, probably Rivet was probably just sitting on the back, peeking over. It didn't become fully noticeable until Starzin turns to walk away. And when everybody sees him, he just waves.
He probably just waves back like it's nothing.
You just see on top, from the perspective of both Rivet and Chew, it's like there's a moment where Rivet sees Chew, Chew sees Rivet. They look back at each other menacingly. Chew just does the whole finger, like 2 fingers pointing at his eyes. It turns over to points at him, just back and forth. I got my eye on you.
Unintentional epic rivalry.
But yes, that is where we're gonna end tonight's session. Let's go ahead and get voting out of the way.
Okay.
Alright, so starting off with we'll go with Clyde first.
Yeah?
Who do you vote for, Clyde?
Oh. Boss.
Okay, for what reason?
Because I liked his thought of the pelts and making things for everybody.
Alright, I'll accept that. Despite it throwing a monkey wrench into the system. Okay.
I'm not sorry.
Alright, so that is 1 vote for Boss. Boss, who do you vote for?
I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring and throw it to Sips.
Okay.
For not only humoring my pelt idea, but also for that little cute date with Shock Reyes and getting the ornament. That was nice.
Okay. And Starzin, who do you vote for?
Ooh, this is a little tricky. Because on the one hand, I want to give it to Sips for the whole date and the souvenir, because varying character for Sips and I liked it. But on the other hand, I want to give it to Brutus just for soiling it. for throwing a wrench in your plans and also doing the pelt stuff. Like, cause honestly, that was just funny to me. Soiled it. Let's see, Brutus for the whole pelts and also for the getting my ass up and doing some crafting. You know what? I'm gonna give it to Brutus.
Alright.
Hey.
Brutus, you got your inspiration back.
Thank you.
Alright. Now for...
Don't disappoint me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm voting for the penguin hunt all the way.
Alright. Starzin, odds are even.
I'm feeling pretty even today.
Alright. Today's lucky winner is...
Rivet.
Starzin.
I was right. I was right by proxy.
Alright. You got lucky inspiration. Well, with that being said, thank you guys for watching the latest episode of Primordials Bounty. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe, follow, leave a like or a comment, and we'll talk to you guys later. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep, bye.